You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon.
Welcome to Bowie Baysox Baseball. It's time now for the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show.
That's the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show from Prince George's Stadium. We're getting set for Game 3 in this 6-game series between the Altoona Curve and your Bowie Baysox. So glad you're with us alongside Adam Pohl. I'm Matt Sabatis with you from the ballpark in Bowie. I don't want to use the word trademark win for Bowie last night, but boy, was their 7-5 win over Altoona seeming to carry just about everything that has gone right and wrong for Bowie over the last couple of weeks. The offense was hot out of the gate, strong into the middle portion of the game and little into the late game, but they really slowed down after picking up a single in the 6th inning and didn't get much after that. While they had a 7-1 lead at points, the Altoona offense was able to make some inroads. A 3-run home run by Fabricio Macias in the 7th inning, and another run brought across on an RBI single in the 8th inning put Altoona into a couple of tying run scenarios. Happened in the 8th and in the 9th innings, but Bowie was fortunately able to escape the jam and pick up the 7-5 win. I will say, though, what was great to see was Brennan Hanafy logging his 2nd consecutive win. His location has been great for Bowie. He only struck out 4 batters, but he has been pitching to a decent amount of contact. But the ground balls he's been working have been sublime. 5 innings, just 1 run for Hanafy, his 2nd consecutive win. So Bowie will look to take that momentum into today's game and perhaps take a 2-1 lead in this series, as they've got Cade Povich tossing on the mound today. Left-hander will be making his 2nd start at the Double-A level. And Adam, it was definitely a bit dicey last night. Bowie really has an opportunity to make a statement today.
Yeah, but the Baysox offense just continues to tick, doesn't it? I mean, when
True.
we look back years from now, it'll be like, wow, you had Cowser, Norby, and Ortiz at the same time. Yeah, it's kind of wild how the top of the order is clicking right now. The Baysox have great depth in their lineup, but it was another big night for Cowser and Norby, who have just been remarkable since they have come up here to this Double-A level. They really have not skipped a beat, and the Altoona Curve are a team that's got some very good pitchers. So altogether, I think an impressive offensive night, and in the end, this is the way the Baysox are going to have to win, right? The big inning is so important. You're not going to have, 6 or 7 great chances to score. So if you're the Baysox, if you're going to give up 4 or 5 a night, can you get those 1 or 2 innings that could push you over the top? Because it just felt like on Tuesday night, Bowie left 7 men on that were in scoring position. They scored a lot of runs, but they were never able to have that 1 inning where everything really went wild. So we'll have to see what they can do tonight, and obviously it's nice to pitch when you're Cade Povich, when you know you've got a lineup behind you like the one the Baysox present night in and night out.
Well, let's set you up for today's game with the numbers as Altoona comes in for game number 116 in the year, a 58-57 record, a 1-game losing streak. The Curve are 7-3 over their last 10 and 29-30 on the road. Bowie is coming in for game number 117 in the year, a 57-59 record, 1-game winning streak. The Baysox are 4-6 over their last 10 and 32-27 when playing at home. Bowie is back within a tie for first place. Their 30-17 record in the second half is tied for the best in the Eastern League with the Erie Seawolves, as the two teams are atop the Southwest Division. Altoona is 25-21 in the second half. They are 4th overall in the 6-team Southwest Division, but still knocking on the door potentially. 4.5 games out of first place and only 1/2 game behind third place Akron. Starting pitching matchup, of course, does see Cade Povich go up against Aaron Shortridge for Altoona. Shortridge had a late start to the year. He recovered from Tommy John surgery that he underwent in 2021, and then he had 3 brief outings with Single-A before jumping up to Altoona at the end of June. He's been starting to get his legs under him. He did allow a pair of home runs in his Double-A debut, but in the following 30 2/3 innings, he's only allowed 3 more total. But here's the kicker. 2 of those 3 home runs were at this ballpark to Bowie batters. Shane Fontana had a solo shot, and Colton Cowser clubbed his first career grand slam. Shortridge is a bit of a fly ball pitcher. He comes in with a 1-3 record and a 6.61 ERA. Very few strikeouts, 22 punch-outs against 20 walks in over 30 innings. Very contact heavy, a lot of fly balls. Bowie might be able to turn that recipe into something good. As Cade Povich will go for Bowie today. Spun well in his Double-A debut, allowing just 2 runs in 5 innings, but the Bowie offense wasn't able to give him a win. They did win the game, but needed 10 innings to walk it off. Povich only allowed a 2-run home run in the second inning and did not allow any other runners to reach third base. His breaking ball was one of the best that we've seen in quite some time. His curveball specifically was going for plenty of called strikes. If he can get it again today, then Bowie should be in for a good day, as the Baysox will be looking for maybe a little bit of offensive support for Povich following the win last time he tossed. As the Baysox are wearing their alternate Copa de la Diversión uniforms today, their alternate identity, Cangrejos Fantasmas de Chesapeake, we'll talk with a Chesapeake Ghost Crab on the other end. Kobe Mayo sits down with us. Had a big home run last night to make it 3-0 Bowie. It was his second here at AA. We're back after this. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Well, as the baseball season winds down, that means we've got to get ready for football. Friday, September 9th, it's the Baysox football kickoff night at Prince George's Stadium. Getting ready for the college season and the pro season, the Baysox will be giving away a special Adley Rutschman bobblehead. Remember, Adley played college football before he joined the Orioles. It's a free bobblehead for the first 750 fans ages 13 and up. So be sure to join the Baysox football kickoff night on Friday, September 9th. Get your tickets at baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox. Open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
To work here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show as we prepare for Bowie and Altoona, game 3 of 6. Checking in with Kobe Mayo for I think the first time this season, if I'm not mistaken, and a big 2-run home run last night. Just quickly, walk us through that plate appearance. What were you sitting on? What did you knock out of there?
I went up there, just got back to basics, looked for a fastball, up in the zone, and sure enough, he threw it there, and I knew I couldn't miss it, and I didn't, and it just felt really good.
Yeah. How have things been going for you, getting the reps in at third base, a little bit around the infield, but splitting mostly between third base and designated hitter? What's that been like for you?
Yeah, I think just staying in the lineup is the most important thing for me, wherever I have to play, whether it's third, first, outfield. But it's been good, good mix, but I'm just excited to keep going.
Yeah. What sort of growth have you perhaps been noticing in yourself, in your approach or your attack at the plate here at the AA level?
Yeah, I think your approach just has to be a little bit more mature when you get up to these levels, because pitchers are smarter, they're older, more experienced, and you kind of have to, get up to speed pretty quick.
Is that something that this clubhouse focuses on at all, considering that it is one of the youngest clubhouses in the Eastern League? There have been a lot of times where you're facing older pitchers just about every single day. Is there any focus on that, or no, it's just go out and do your work?
I think you can't worry about the age of the pitchers or the experience of them. Yeah. I think you got to go up there and just, look at the report, and every pitcher's, the same, whether it's you're 30 years old or you're 20 years old. I think you got to go up there with the same mindset no matter what, and the mindset that you're better than them, and that's it.
Yep. We're here with Kobe Mayo on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. Question I usually like to ask, especially in a first conversation. Say you're a scout, you're at one of your games and you're watching yourself play. What would you put down in your report, say, is one of your highest rated skills?
I mean, I think the hit tools and the hit for power is a big one. Of course, I've not got off to the start I wanted to here, but I think that that's what happens when you jump up to a new level. That's the struggle comes with that a little bit, but you got to work through it, and that's what makes you better.
You say you might not have gotten off to the start that you might have necessarily wanted to. What would you say would get you up to the level where you're happy with what you're producing?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the AA pitching has been really good. They're doing what they want to do on the mound and spotting up pretty well, but just keep attacking, keep swinging at my pitches, and I know when I put the ball in play, that's my best tool, putting the ball in play, because usually when I do, it's pretty loud. So I think just keep putting the ball in play, keep having good at bats, and just build off each at bat.
You're another key tool in what's been a great defensive infield for Bowie this season. What's it like getting to work with Joey Ortiz and Connor Norby like that as they sit on the middle while you sit at third?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've built a good foundation with this infield, and DJ has done a great job with us. Making us work every single day and us wanting to work every day. Having those guys up the middle is great confidence, and you have great confidence in them, and I think it's just been great.
You went to the same high school as Anthony Rizzo, and you said that you've worked out with him in the past. What's that experience been like, working with someone kind of at the peak of their career and with a lot of major league years already under them?
Yeah, I think he just brings those guys who've been there and have been through the tough and the grind, and he's a World Series winner, and I think it's just good to pick his brain a little bit, and he's one of those guys who you can talk to all day, and he'll give you all the advice and pulling you in the right direction. Yeah, he's just a great guy to be around and just makes everyone around him better.
Is there any bit or piece that he may have imparted onto you in some of your off-season workouts that you've really carried and brought with you out to in-season?
It's just having confidence in yourself and build off at bats, and it doesn't matter if you're in an 0 for 30 slump or you're 30 for 30. Each at bat is you're 0 for 0 in that at bat, and you can't go back and change anything. So you just gotta look forward to your next at bat, because you can be 0 for 5 and your last at bat can win you the ball game.
You've got a lot of family in town this week, from what I understand. Have you guys set any time aside to maybe visit Annapolis or Baltimore or D.C.? There's a lot of places you could go, obviously. Have you guys been getting out at all?
Yeah, my parents have been up a few times. I think we're going to try to head out to Annapolis tomorrow, the next slate report we have. But, it's always good to have them in town.
And then one last thing I always like to ask, we're on a long road trip, obviously the 2-weeker last week, and then Erie next week. You got a long day at the park, get back to the hotel. What have you been binging lately? What's the show on your favorite streaming service that you've been putting on to end the night?
Yeah, I watch Big Brother. It's a reality show, yeah, on 3 times a week. So if I don't usually catch it when it's on, because we have games every night. So watch it the next day in the morning usually. Good start to the morning, and just YouTube, maybe some Netflix, but yeah.
Kobe, really appreciate the time.
Yep, thank you.
That's Kobe Mayo here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. Taking a break now. We'll be back in a bit. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the D.C. area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
We welcome you back here to Prince George's Stadium as we are getting ready for a 6:35 first pitch. The Baysox and the Altoona Curve. This is Game 3 of this week-long series. What is a 2-week homestand for the Baysox? Hard to believe we've only got one home week of baseball following this on the year, but that is the case as the Baysox are battling now in a tie with Erie, who fell last night in Harrisburg for first place in the Northeast. So the Baysox and Erie are each 30-17. Akron is 4 out. Akron got a big win on the road. They were taking on Richmond last night. Check that. That was in Akron. 5-2 the final. And, of course, the Curve fell last night. So they are now 4.5 games behind both the Baysox and Erie. It is a big night in Birdland tonight, as all eyes will be on the Delmarva Shorebirds. We talked about it a little bit. Delmarva, about a week ago, got 11 players from the Orioles 2022 draft that went to the Shorebirds from the Florida Complex League. They also got a player that was a part of the Minnesota Twins trade. A pitcher as well in Nunez went to Delmarva also. They then a few nights ago got an infielder named Carter Young, who was a well above slot signee out of Vanderbilt, 17th rounder. The Orioles are really excited about what he can be as a ball player, and he has been in the lineup as well. And today, maybe the biggest one of them all, the Complex League season has come to a completion. So today, it is number 1 overall pick, just at the age of 18, Jackson Holliday. And he will be making his full season debut at the low A level with the Shorebirds. And that is in Salisbury. So a lot of the Baltimore media is there in Salisbury to catch Holliday's South Atlantic League debut, or actually, are they in the Carolina League now? I can't remember what league they are calling it. It is now called the Carolina League, that is in low A. But nevertheless, the Shorebirds, the Class A affiliate of the Orioles, and they have got literally 14 new players, which is more than half of their team is new from a week ago. It is wild how things can twist and turn in the minor leagues. Of course, the Baysox rotation has done a little bit of that as well. Just a week ago, Ryan Watson and Drew Rom, 2 of the top 3 players as far as innings pitched for the Baysox, going up to Triple-A Norfolk, and the Baysox getting 2 pitchers in trades, joining the rotation, one of which pitched 2 nights ago. Chase McDermott, who allowed 6 runs on 5 hits in 4 1/3 innings in what was his second start here as a member of the Baysox. But today we will see this young left-hander in Cade Povich, just drafted a year ago. The 3rd-round pick of the Minnesota Twins in 2021 out of Nebraska. Povich, who was traded for as one of 4 pitchers coming to the Orioles in the Jorge Lopez trade, and he has been spectacular in 2 outings in Aberdeen, 12 scoreless innings, and then now tonight making his second start here with the Baysox. Povich, who has spent the majority of his time in the minors this year at the advanced A level over the course of his 19 starts, of course 18 of them at high A. 8-8 with a 3.86 ERA this year. So excited to see Povich, the left-hander, on the hill for the Baysox today. We did have some rain this afternoon. The tarp was actually rolled out on the field for the first time in the month of August. My goodness, are we in San Diego? It's very rare to say that. But unfortunately, the tarp did get some usage today. So with that, some of the batting practice was interrupted, but it was a brief, hard shower, and now the Baysox grounds crew are going out and applying some drying agent, some of that turfus around some of the areas that are a little bit wetter than others. This, though, is a field that is renowned for being just outstanding in how it handles water, and with that, really no substantial delay. Of course, this is going to be a 6:35 start. It's 6:34. I don't think we're going to have the quickest national anthem in the course of time. But altogether, it's not going to be what we would consider a rain delay today.
At least it's looking like they're not worried about anything on the actual field. The infield is fine. They've brought this dirt bag, the extra sand, gravel, the mixture, whatever it is, out to the warning track on the left side, just out past the Altoona dugout. And it looks like they're putting a little bit behind the Bowie bullpen as well. So they're really just kind of putting them behind the mounds of each individual bullpen. I'm not even positive if they did cover the bullpen mounds, because that is something that also gets covered with its own smaller tarp when the main tarp goes on. But it looks like they're going to let them worry about getting all of that together while the teams take the field and they get the anthem going. So there's going to be some grounds maintenance during the anthem.
Yeah, so the Baysox are wearing their alternate tops here tonight. Their Congresos de Fantasma jerseys, I should say, the black tops with the gold lettering. And we'll take a break. We're back with more. We'll get things going right after this.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
It's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Coverage of the 2022 Bowie Baysox season is brought to you by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, DCA Imaging Systems, On the Green, Patient First, Royal Farms, Smile Doctors, and ZY Pyrotechnics. And now, live from the ballpark, it's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We're ready to go from Prince George's Stadium. It's Game 3 of this 6-game series between the Altoona Curve and your Bowie Baysox. So glad you're with us. Matt Sabatas with you from the ballpark in Bowie. And as Cade Povich warms on the mound for the Baysox, the starting lineup for the Altoona Curve that he'll face looks like this. Leading off at shortstop, you've got Jared Triolo, followed by Nick Gonzalez at second base, batting second. Andy Rodriguez is the DH. He bats third. Blake Sable, the catcher, bats fourth. Aaron Shackleford at first base bats fifth. Andres Alvarez at third base, sixth. Connor Scott in right field bats seventh. Fabricio Macias in left field, eighth. And Matt Frazier is the center fielder, batting ninth. Altoona is the AA affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're managed by Kyron Madison, assisted by Drew Bennis, John Nunnally, Blake Butler, and Jonathan Prieto. Victor Silva is the athletic trainer. Altoona is 58-57 on the season, a one-game losing streak, but 25-21 in the second half, 4.5 games out of first place, fourth overall in the 6-team division. And again, that Altoona lineup features Jared Triolo, Nick Gonzalez, Andy Rodriguez, Blake Sable, Aaron Shackleford, Andres Alvarez, Connor Scott, Fabricio Macias, and Matt Frazier, all to face off against Cade Povich on the mound. Prince George's Stadium in Bowie, 309 feet down the line to both left and right field, 405 feet to straightaway center. As Jared Triolo digs in, right-hander is hitting .284 with a .798 OPS in 108 games. 19 doubles and 5 triples, 9 homers, 38 runs batted in. As the lefty Povich climbs the hill, foots the rubber with that left foot, left side. Third base will play a bit in on the line as Povich winds and deals the first offering. It's slapped foul to right side, a fastball, and we're underway at 6:40 p.m. on a 75-degree cloudy day here at Prince George's Stadium. We were looking at around 80 degrees ahead of first pitch, but a pop-up rain shower hampered that, dropped the temperature a few ticks. The 0-1 pitch. Nice curveball misses high, but the count evens at 1-1. Triolo had a 3-for-4 day yesterday, including a solo home run. He was a double shy of the cycle as well. As the 1-1 pitch is a curveball knuckled out toward right center field. This one hanging up for Cowser as he ranges to the warning track and pulls it down before bracing up against the wall. Curveball was placed a little bit down and in, and it was pretty hard hit out to center field, but Cowser saw it the whole way, and the ballpark held it in. Defensive alignment for Bowie today. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Hudson Haskin, Colton Cowser, then John Rhodes. Kobe Mayo at third. Joey Ortiz at short. Cesar Prieto at second. Toby Welk at first. And Cody Roberts catches behind the plate for Cade Povich on the mound. As Nick Gonzalez digs in. First pitch to the right-hander is called for strike. Fastball nicks the bottom edge at 94, 0-1. 253 average for Gonzalez this year, a 760 OPS in 51 games. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Povich, and it's swung on and missed outside. Sinker sets it to 0-2. 11 doubles and no triples, 4 homers for Gonzalez, 16 runs batted in. As the batter asks for a brief time, they play him very mild on the shift. Decent-sized gap up the middle with Joey Ortiz deep in the hole at short. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Povich. Popped up, out towards center. Looks to be a can of corn for Colton Cowser. He takes about 5 steps down and makes the catch, 2 away. Umpiring crew for today's game has Evan Johnson at third base. Michael Snover is the crew chief. He's at first. And Ray Valero is calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. Here's the switch hitter, Endy Rodriguez, batting as a right-hander against the lefty Povich. Off to a great start in his Double-A career, a 357 average and an 1116 OPS in 11 games. He's got a base hit in all of them. First pitch to him here, and he watches curveball miss down and in. It's 1-0 to start. 4 doubles and no triples, 3 home runs, 11 runs batted in. But Rodriguez has been down to kind of the last opportunity in a couple of instances as the 1-0 pitch is called a strike. A little low, but might have clipped the knees. It sets it even at 1 on that fastball. Rodriguez didn't get his base hit until the 8th inning yesterday. Eventually just went 1 for 4. Here's the 1-1 from Povich. That one called for a strike again. Well, Povich seeing what he can get away with now as he finds it at the knees, and Rodriguez not too happy with the second called strike. He steps out of the box and pretty much steps onto the foul grass to readjust his batting gloves. So we wait on the 1-2 pitch here from Povich as he looks for a perfect first inning. Povich sets at the chin, reaches over the head, turns and fires the 1-2. It's knuckled foul, in on the hands and back to the screen. Cade Povich, a 6'3", 185-pound, 22-year-old left-hander. Born in Reno, hails primarily from the Omaha area. Traded over from Minnesota in the Jorge Lopez deal at the deadline. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed for strike 3. It's a perfect first inning for Cade Povich on just 10 pitches. He logs his first strikeout and sends us to the bottom of the frame. Altoona nothing, Bowie coming on up. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
It was a perfect first inning for Cade Povich. The Bowie Baysox will try and back him up with a little bit of offense as we move to the bottom of the first. Pat Sabatis with you from Prince George's Stadium. And as Aaron Shortridge warms on the mound for the Altoona Curve, the starting lineup for the Baysox that he'll face looks like this. Colton Cowser leads off in center field, and Connor Norby will bat second at DH. Joey Ortiz is the shortstop batting third. Cesar Prieto at second base, fourth. Hudson Haskin is in left field. He's batting fifth. Kobe Mayo at third base, sixth. Toby Welk is at first base batting seventh. Cody Roberts, the catcher, eighth. And John Rhodes is in right field batting ninth. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. They're managed by Kyle Moore, assisted by Brandon Becker, Josh Conaway, Tim DeJohn, Billy Facto, and Chandler Geller. Calvin Christensen is the video coordinator. Lindsey Birchfield and Blake Wooten are the athletic trainers. As Bowie is 57-59 on the season, 30-17 in the second half. Once again, their lineup features Cowser, Norby, Ortiz, Prieto, Haskin, Mayo, Welk, Roberts, Rhodes, all to face off against Aaron Shortridge on the mound. As the home plate umpire clears off the plate, Colton Cowser digs in. Left-hander is hitting .338 this season with a .1038 OPS in 45 games. 9 doubles, no triples, 9 homers, 27 runs batted in. Shortridge sends in the first pitch, and it's called for a strike. Fastball hits the inside edge of the zone, and it's 0-1 to start. Cowser has been on a great run, and he has torched this Altoona team as the 0-1 pitch is lifted up the line, third base side. This one riding it the whole way, but slicing at the last moment and touching down on the berm in foul territory to set the count at 0-2. Cowser had a 3-hit day yesterday. He had a 1-for-3 day with a couple of hit-by pitches before that, and then a 3-hit day on Sunday against Somerset. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way high, fastball, and it sets the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Well, the pop-up rain shower that passed through Bowie only about an hour before first pitch definitely didn't help in terms of making it out to the ballpark, but still plenty of good seats available for this one as the 1-2 is swung on and fouled back to the screen. Count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Because what matters most right now is you're going to see a good offense. You're going to see Cade Povich, who's already showing he earned his call up to AA after being traded over in the Lopez deal from Minnesota. And he's got more to offer through the remainder of this game, just 1 inning in. The 1-2 to Cowser is floated out towards shallow left field, and it's down for a base hit. The Texas League single for Colton Cowser. He's got hits in 5 consecutive games now, and 9 of his last 10. Bowie carries a trend that really buoyed them last night. See what I did there? When they got the leadoff batter on base in 6 of their 8 innings. As Bowie picked up the 7-5 win, that leadoff base runner scored in 4 of those 6 innings. That was really what set the table. As Connor Norby digs in, 287 average and an 887 OPS. First pitch home to the right-hander, and he flinches on a slider. It's called for strike on the outside edge, 0-1 to open. 44 games for Norby this year with 11 doubles and a triple, 9 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Cowser at first, no one out here in a scoreless bottom of the first. 0-1 pitch from Shortridge is called a strike. Slider this time hit the outside corner. And much like the low changeups and fastballs from Cade Povich in the first inning, in the top of the first, Shortridge is trying to see what he can get away with on the bottom of the zone here in the bottom of the first. Now the 0-2 pitch to Norby, and he belts it out toward right center field. This one going a long way. Frazier's at the warning track. He's at the wall, and it's gone. Connor Norby says goodbye. His 10th AA home run is a 2-run shot in the first. 2 batters in, 2-0 Bowie. 100 miles an hour off the bat. 394 feet away from home plate. That's part of the reason why Bowie brought Colton Cowser up to lead off. He's got such a high on-base percentage, it sets himself up for big opportunities like that. Get on quickly, get home quickly. And now here's Joey Ortiz. We can talk a bit about Shortridge in a second, as the first pitch to Ortiz is called for strike in the lower outside corner. It's 0-1. But that is the 6th home run he's given up this season, and the 3rd he has given up to Baysox batters. Here's the next to Ortiz. Slapped up the line, foul right side. So all 3 Bowie batters now have fallen behind 0-2 to start. Colton Cowser singled on the 1-2 pitch. Connor Norby homered on the 0-2 pitch. And now the 0-2 into Ortiz is way outside. It's a .264 average for Ortiz this season, a .780 OPS in 107 games, 25 doubles and 4 triples, 15 home runs and 69 runs batted in. Infield plays him deep with a decent gap on the center left side. Next pitch misses outside. You can see that changeup is still trying to nibble on the edges there, and it runs the count even at 2 here on Ortiz. 2-0 Bowie here in the bottom of the first. Still no one out. As the 2-2 pitch is just nicked foul back to the screen. And the count stays even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ortiz. Long wait for Shortridge. Now the 2-2. And Ortiz gets a piece of it again back to the screen. Well, this is what Bowie has done a lot this season. And it's worked against Altoona pitchers specifically, it feels, from time to time. Shortridge ran into it when he faced Bowie just under a month ago. Recall Carmen Mojinski had it happen to him in July as well. Mojinski was unable to finish the first inning. Well, actually, no, he did finish the first inning, but was unable to extend into the second inning. Bowie grinds out these plate appearances, runs them long, and burns pitchers. The 2-2 is bounced hard to third, taken on a hard hop near the knee by Andres Alvarez. The third baseman sends it to first in time, and finally the first out is recorded. It took Aaron Shortridge 15 pitches and 2 runs to get there. Tell you about the rest of the defense for Altoona. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Fabricio Macias, Matt Frazier, and Connor Scott. Andres Alvarez is at third. Jared Triolo is at short. Nick Gonzalez is the second baseman. Aaron Shackleford is at first. And Blake Sable catches behind the plate for Aaron Shackleford on the mound. As Cesar Prieto digs in. Let's see if he tries to lay down a bunt. He came up unsuccessful in all 4 of his attempts yesterday. First pitch in, he does not square, swings away and pops it up foul, third base side. Alvarez gives a look, but it'll get out of play. Count opens up at 0-1 on Prieto. It's a .281 average for Cesar this season with a .700 OPS in 72 games, 20 doubles, no triples, 3 homers, 31 runs batted in. He went 2 for 4 yesterday, despite attempting a bunt on each of his first 4 pitches in each of his first 4 plate appearances. After the first pitch, he never tried again. That's just always how he rolls. As the 0-1 pitch is just outside, fastball sets it even at 1. Aaron Shortridge, a 6'2", 207-pound, 25-year-old right-hander from Santa Rosa, California. 4th-round draft selection in 2018 from Cal. Fires the 1-1 to Prieto, and it's lined softly to second. Nick Gonzalez is there, only 81 miles an hour off the bat. A bit of a saw-off on the inside edge, and Prieto is retired. 2 gone. Altoona is in their alternate maroon uniforms today. Gray pants and a gray hat, with the stylized white Altoona on the front side. The Baysox are in their alternate uniforms today. Their alternate identity for minor league baseball's Copa de la Diversión, the Los Cangrejos Fantasmas de Chesapeake. Here's Hudson Haskin. First pitch is called a strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Literally translated to Ghost Crabs of the Chesapeake. Haskin, a .271 average and an .836 OPS in 92 games as the 0-1 pitch misses out. A ball and a strike now. 20 doubles and 3 triples for Haskin, 13 home runs, 49 runs batted in. Aaron Shortridge is only 1-3 on the season with a 6.61 ERA in 9 games all starts. The 1-1 pitch misses high, a fastball, and it sets it to 2-1. He had a late start to the year because of Tommy John surgery that he underwent in January of 2021. He didn't make his Altoona debut until about June. Did not see Bowie until July. The 2-1, and Haskin lines it over shortstop and into left center field for a base hit. It'll slow down on the grass, but it's cut off, and Haskin is held to just a single. He breaks out of a 2-game hitless skid and extends the inning for Bowie with their 3rd hit of the frame. So now here's Kobe Mayo. Mayo hitting .208 with a .634 OPS in 14 games. 2 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs, including 1 last night. He's driven in 7 this year. They'll put a shift on for him with a pretty large gap on the right side of the infield. Mayo, he goes the opposite way less than a quarter of the time, though, so this shift is justified. First pitch. Called a strike. That change up a little generous on the outside edge. It's 0-1 to start. Shortridge has 32 2/3 innings under his belt this season. He has only struck out 22 batters. He has walked 20 of them. He holds at the waist, finally sends the 0-1, and Mayo gets it on the helmet. Oh, goodness. It knocked his helmet clean off, and Mayo is just hunched over with his elbows on his thighs. But now he's upright, flips the hair. I think it was more the shock of where the ball hit the helmet than hopefully hitting Mayo at all. He's walking himself up the line, but I think they will give him, at the very least, a basic concussion test. The regular protocol from the athletic trainer, Lindsey Birchfield, to just see if Mayo is clear to stay in this game. They're asking where it hit. I think he pointed a little bit toward his forehead, so maybe around the brim of the helmet. It'll be a hit by pitch. Bowie has been magnets, if you want to be generous about it, over the course of this series. Mayo will stay in this game. Hudson Haskin was nailed by a fastball around the waist yesterday. Bowie was hit by 4 pitches on Tuesday. Haskin will advance to second base as Mayo reaches. And now with 2 outs, here's Toby Welk. But they're still chatting with Mayo. They have him run a little bit further up the first base line past the bag to see how he feels running. And again, he's not gotten the all clear just yet, but it really looks like it's trending that way. Yeah, he's good to go. Very glad to see that for Mayo, just as he was starting to get comfortable again. You can tell the way that he's evolved at the plate just over the last 2 weeks. The patience is there. There were some very early and quick attacks on his swings after he returned from the injured list, and those have quickly been curtailed. So it's very fun to see him back and working. You want to see that continue. As Toby Welk digs in, runners at first and second, now 2 outs. Shortridge holds at the waist and fires the first in. Welk watches a called strike. Slider hits the outside edge. Shortridge has been on top of every batter he's faced. All 7 batters have seen a first pitch strike, so at least Shortridge has that going for him, I suppose. Welk is hitting .214 with a .626 OPS in 23 games. Next pitch. It's called a strike on the outside edge. It's 0-2. 3 doubles, no triples, 3 home runs. 13 runs batted in this season for Welk. As Bowie leads 2-0 here in the bottom of the first, Altoona is already getting a right-hander up and moving as Shortridge is at 26 pitches. 0-2, fouled off right side. Fastball came in high, and the count stays. Into today's game, Shortridge had allowed 5 home runs. Opponents were hitting him at a .285 clip, but now he's allowed 6 home runs, and as mentioned, 3 of them have been at this ballpark. 1 to Shane Fontana, 1 to Colton Cowser, and now 1 to Connor Norby. The 0-2 to Welk. Curveball misses high. That one was actually about chin high. Fortunately, didn't get too far in as it did to Mayo. Sets the count to a ball and 2 strikes. First and second, 2 away. Shortridge sets out of the stretch. Pitch to Welk. Slider, called strike 3. That one was very generous. Looked to be on the lower outside corner, if you want to say that. Shortridge lugs his first strikeout. It took him 29 pitches to finish the first inning. Bowie gets 2 runs. They strand 2 on, but a 2-run blast by Connor Norby has them ahead by 2. As we move to the second, there's a lot of 2s going around. Bowie leads. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
There's plenty going on at the ballpark on Saturday, August 27th. Bowie will be hosting a special tribute to Negro League Baseball, as well as an exhibit presented by the Josh Gibson Foundation with special artifacts from the Hall of Famer's career, as well as the Baysox huge Touch a Truck event featuring dozens of construction, excavation, emergency vehicles, and trucks for all fans to enjoy and interact with exhibits as well. It begins at 4:30 and is going to run till 6:30 ahead of the 6:35 game. It's all presented by Miss Utility and comes your way on a busy Saturday, August 27th, so get your tickets at Baysox.com.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
One of the second inning here at Prince George's Stadium as Bowie has already jumped ahead 2-0. Trying to make it 2 consecutive wins as Gate Povich is running out of the gate. 11 pitches for a perfect first. He'll deal with 4, 5, and 6 in the Altoona lineup here. Left-hander Blake Sable will lead off. Then lefty Aaron Shackleford and right-hander Andres Alvarez after that. First pitch in is a breaking ball, misses down and away. Count starts out at 1-0 on Sable. 283 average for Blake Sable and 838 OPS in 95 games as Povich winds and deals the next offering. It's just too far outside. A fastball, 2-0. 23 doubles and 5 triples for Sable. 13 home runs and 58 runs batted in. As they play him with a decent shift on the right side of the infield, the 2-0 pitch is called a strike in the lower outside corner. Count to 2-1. Those corners, down and away, are what's going to decide this game. At least that's what the early telling is. Toby Welk struck on a pitch that seemed well down and away to end the bottom of the first. The 2-1 pitch misses down and away to that same corner. At least Povich tried for that corner. Sets it to 3-1. Hitters count here for Sable, who's riding an 8-game hit streak, as the next pitch is poked slowly to short. It's picked at third, but bobbled. Kobe Mayo ate it off of his wrist, and that'll be an error. His second error at third this season in just 9 games. Allows Sable to reach to open the frame, and now Aaron Shackleford will bat. Povich, just in his second Double-A game, really proved why he deserved to be here in his debut. 5 innings of just 2-run ball on only 3 hits with 6 strikeouts against Somerset. First pitch into Shackleford is called a strike on an up fastball. 0-1 to start. As Povich only allowed 1 hit that mattered, 1 pitch, a 2-run home run in the second inning. Aside from that, he did not allow a runner to reach third base. 0-1 pitch, and Shackleford watches curveball miss outside. It's 1-1. 248 average for Shackleford and 843 OPS in 92 games. 21 doubles and a triple. Team leading 23 home runs with 67 runs batted in. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's the curveball. Sets it to a ball and 2 strikes. Shackleford has an even mix between ground balls and fly balls. He's only hit into 2 double plays this season. But with a left-hander on the mound, that could help because, of course, the lead is shorter for Sable. 1-2 pitch. Curveball belted high out toward the right field corner. Foul ground, and this one will pull out of play. Couple of bodies scattering in the Baysox bullpen. There's not too much room to actually escape to as they're set up there on that berm. But fortunately, they all got out of the way, and the count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Now, Povich struck out 6 batters in his Double-A debut. Finished with 3 scoreless innings after the home run. He did walk 2 batters, but again, nobody got past second base. The 1-2. Curveball fouled. On the inside edge, you could hear the crack as that sawed off a bit of the handle on Shackleford. He'll have to ask for a new piece of lumber. The ball went bouncing over toward the Baysox bullpen. We did have that hard rain shower around 5 o'clock today. Headed into first pitch. It pretty much passed near 5:30. Maybe even a little bit earlier than that when they had taken the tarp off. But the warning track really took most of the damage. and you can still see the dark hue that it's taken on from all the water it pulled in. And there were a couple of puddles behind each individual bullpen mound. As another 1-2 to Shackleford is down and away. Slider sets the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Bowie leads 2-0 here in the top of the second inning. Leadoff error, allowing Altoona to get a runner on. Povich trying to see what he can do about that runner. The 2-2 is lined over towards short, picked deep in the hole by Ortiz, and no one was covering second, so he can't go to second while thinking about it. It'll be a base hit for Aaron Shackleford, the first hit of the day for Altoona, as they have just got some of the weakest contact to the left side of the infield in this half inning and turned it somehow into 2 base runners. The error from Kobe Mayo allowing Sable to reach and a ground ball to third, and a soft looping liner at best that just fell down in front of the shortstop, still deep enough in the hole to allow Shackleford to reach. First and second now, still no one out. Here's Andres Alvarez. First pitch is the curveball, called for strike on the bottom edge. It's 0-1. Alvarez, .228 this season, an .823 OPS in 92 games, 13 doubles and 2 triples, 19 home runs, 46 runs batted in. As Bowie leads 2-0, Altoona, though, playing with a tying run now at first base. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed outside. Run it to 0-2. Yeah, so far it seems only the left-handers are giving Povich the fits. But still just on his 6th batter overall, so plenty of time to change that. The 2 walks that Povich allowed in his debut last week were both to left-handers. 5 of his 6 strikeouts were against right-handers. Oh, 2 to Alvarez. Fouled off right side. Went chasing on a well outside fastball, and the count stays. But again, a very quiet day here at Prince George's Stadium. Not too much wind to speak of. The way the ballpark has normally been constructed, and with the trees in the outfield, you normally don't get a ton of wind, especially anything that's going toward the outfield in any capacity. The 0-2. Popped him up, in on the hands, back behind home plate. Roberts sheds the mask, but it will just get out of play. Roberts had beaten it down to the warning track, but it only got about 2 rows deep at best and holds the count at 0-2. Only a couple of batters in this lineup for Altoona that have played well against left-handed pitching as well. Fabricio Macias is among them, but he hasn't seen too many lefties. Nick Gonzalez as well. 0-2. In there for strike 3. The curveball from Povich. It worked so well for him in the first inning. Brings it back out at a dire moment here in the second and logs his 2nd strikeout. That's the first out of the frame, and now it brings up Connor Scott. Another lefty for Altoona. He's hitting .248 this season with a .699 OPS in 91 games. 20 doubles, 4 triples rather, 5 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Still first and second now with 1 out, as the first pitch in is called for strike. Fastball grabs the upper outside corner, and it's 0-1. 3 straight first pitch strikes for Cade Povich. He's got it to 5 of the 7 batters he's faced. Decent shift on for the lefty Scott. As the 0-1 pitch is a curveball swung on and missed down and away. Run it to 0-2. Scott, much like Shackleford a couple of batters prior, has a pretty even mix between ground balls and fly balls, but he's hit into 4 double plays with the shift on hard and the runner at first not being held on. First base is still very, very close to the line, and second base is pretty much manning everything else between the 2 bases. Joey Ortiz at shortstop would be on the receiving end for the start of a double play. Here's the 0-2. Curveball in there for strike 3. Got him with it again. Povich, 3 quick pitches to retire Scott. Back-to-back backwards Ks, and there's 2 gone after the 2 quick base runners. Now Fabricio Macias, who had the big 3-run home run in the 7th inning last night. That took it from a 7-1 game to a 7-4 game. He's hitting .265 overall on the year with a .693 OPS. First pitch from Povich is called for a strike. He's pitching with conviction right now. Not dancing around the zone, attacking. 32 games played for Macias, 7 doubles, no triples, 3 homers, 21 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1. Curveball lifted deep out to center field. This is going to be trouble as Cowser's back to the warning track, but he has a beat. In front of the wall, he makes the catch. 381 feet away from home plate. But it ends the inning. 2 early base runners for Altoona, but Povich strands them both. Bottom of the second coming up. Bowie leads 2-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
2-0 Bowie into the bottom of the second inning at Prince George's Stadium as 8-9-1 will bat for the Baysox in this frame. Cody Roberts set to lead it off, followed by John Rhodes, and then back to the top of the lineup for Colton Cowser. Aaron Shortridge is back to work despite a 29-pitch first inning that did see a reliever warming in the bullpen. This inning could really spell how the rest of his start is going to go. First pitch to Cody Roberts is a slider for a called strike. Lower outside corner, it's 0-1. Roberts is hitting .249 this season with a .721 OPS. 65 games played with 13 doubles, no triples, 6 homers, 35 runs batted in, the 0-1. And Roberts bounces it foul, third base side, 0-2. It's been so interesting. It's not really a trend, but it's one of those coincidences you'll run into in a baseball season that can be so long. Bowie has had to ask on their catchers to play back-to-backs very rarely this season. But most of the time now, it's been when they face Altoona, as the 0-2 pitch is belted out toward right center field, sends Frazier running back for a brief moment, but he's able to get there, makes the catch, and there's one away. I remember when Cody Roberts went up to Baltimore to be on the taxi squad for a little bit. He actually went up to Boston while Baltimore was in Boston. Maverick Handley had to play 4 consecutive games, and now with Handley on the injured list for a little bit, Roberts will be leaned on for a little bit more. Andres Angulo is still available, but Roberts will probably carry more of the load. As John Rhodes digs in, first pitch into Rhodes is swung on and bounced past the mound, deep in the hole, backhanded at second base. A throw from Gonzalez, bounces, and it's late. Athletic play by Gonzalez to even make it close. But Rhodes beats it out on a single. He's got hits in back-to-back games after taking yesterday off. And Bowie's got a base runner with 1 out here for Colton Cowser. Yeah, when Roberts went up to the taxi squad, Bowie was playing in Altoona. So that's just what made me think of it. It's a little humorous the way that coincidences play out. Cowser singled to left field. A little pop floater in the first inning and scored on Connor Norby's 2-run home run. As Shortridge holds at the stretch with ball behind his waist, glove rested on the front thigh, brings them together now at the belt. Pickoff throw to first. Does not elicit a slide. Rhodes is back in safely. He has not attempted a stolen base yet with Bowie this season. And it always warrants bringing up, Bowie is the least likely team in the Eastern League to even attempt a steal. As we wait on the first pitch to Cowser. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Change up outside, and it's 0-1 to start. Bowie has only stolen 68 bases this season. They have been trying for a couple more lately, admittedly, but it really seems to be that Connor Norby has been the only one. Here's the 0-1, and Cowser knuckles it off the handle of his bat, floated to left field for a base hit. This one rolling in toward the bullpen. It gives an easy track for Rhodes to go first to third, and Cowser will go to second base. That's a double. 2 innings in, Cowser with 2 hits. That's already his 16th multi-hit game in just 46 games at Double-A. And by no means was that a well-struck ball. A changeup in on the hands, but still enough power from Cowser to get it out of the infield, which can at least be difficult. So it puts runners at second and third with only 1 out for Connor Norby. First base will play in. The rest of the infield kind of mid-range. They're not too deep. Norby with the 2-run home run in the first inning. First pitch here, and Norby pops it foul right side. It's 0-1. If you can believe it, all 11 batters that Shortridge have faced have started with an 0-1 count. So again, you can't blame him for lack of trying right now. 36 pitches, 28 of them have gone for strikes. It's just the contact. The 0-1 pitch, down and away. A ball and a strike on Norby. He's got 2 career multi-home run games this season. One with Bowie. That came on an incredible run for the Baysox, and when they had 3 consecutive games with a batter having 2 home runs. Norby did it, Cowser did it, Ortiz did it. That was when Akron was in town. As the 1-1 pitch to Norby is down and away, another slider. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Again, Shortridge underwent Tommy John surgery in January of 2021, so much like Brennan Hanafy, he had been sidelined for over 2+ years. And much like Brennan Hanafy, he finally picked up his first win this month, the 2-1. Called a strike. Little generous. Sets it even at 2 on the outside edge. Shortridge tossed 5 innings. Did not allow an earned run in Binghamton. Only struck out 4 batters. He picked up a good start in Harrisburg, but just didn't get the offensive support. As the 2-2 to Norby is lifted out toward deep right field. Scott angling back. He'll have a play on it, but they should score the run. Scott makes the catch. Rhodes tags and scores. Cowser goes to third, and it's 3-0 Bowie. Sacrifice fly for Norby is his 3rd RBI of the day and 30th of the season. 2nd out of the inning, but still a runner at 3rd now for Joey Ortiz. Ortiz grounded out to 3rd base back in the 1st inning. Shortridge sets and fires in the 1st. Ortiz watches outside. It's 1-0. Well, Shortridge has run into tough first innings this season. He's got an ERA of 4 in the 1st inning this year. And really, that actually did balloon in his Harrisburg start. He allowed 4 runs in the 1st inning and then worked scoreless the rest of the way through 6. As the next pitch misses down and away, Sable practically dances into the other batter's box to make sure it didn't slip between his legs. Count to 2 balls and no strikes. But Shortridge was able to finish 6 innings. And Altoona eventually got the run support for a win. It just didn't happen until later in the game. I believe that was one of their 2 walk-off wins in that series with Harrisburg they had last week. 2-0 to Ortiz. That one's called a strike. Sinker had Ortiz brushed back a little bit, but still found its way onto the inside edge of the zone. So the count moves to 2-1 with a runner at third and 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Bowie ahead 3-0. Shortridge deals the next, and Ortiz watches slider miss down and away, 3-1. Believe it or not, this is the first 3-ball count that a Bowie batter has seen all day. Again, Shortridge and his problem right now has not been for lack of trying. It's just been the contact. He's really wanting to get this game going. The 3-1 to Ortiz. Down and away, ball 4. First walk given up by Shortridge. And with first and third, Cesar Prieto will step in. So things already looking a little bit strong for Bowie at the start of today. Of course, they lead 3-0 here. But Harrisburg has a 2-1 lead over the Erie Seawolves in the 4th inning. Harrisburg pounced in the first for both of their runs. We'll see if they can add on any more. Prieto digs in. He lined out softly to second base in the 1st inning. Runners at first and third with 2 away. First pitch in, and the lefty pops it up on the infield. This should end the frame as Triolo at shortstop ranges down in front of the baseline. He makes the catch. The inning is over, but Bowie gets another one across. After a 1-out single and double, a sacrifice fly by Connor Norby makes it 3-0. As we're on to the 3rd, you're listening to Baysox Baseball.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
Okay, Povich is looking good so far. 2 scoreless innings, worked around a couple of early base runners in the second, 33 pitches and 3 strikeouts. As we move to the 3rd, Bowie leads 3-0, and we hand it off to Adam Pohl for the play-by-play.
Well, thank you so much, Matt. So you're right. I mean, Povich, it hadn't just been that good fastball. He has really had good command of his secondary pitches as he throws, and a bunt laid down, but laid down foul off to the third base side. And the count is at 0-1. Matt Frazier batting left-handed hitter, center fielder. It's 9-1-2 in the curve order. As here's the pitch. And a lifted foul out of play off to the left side as he went after him with another fastball. And the count is now at 0-2. The Povich overall is making his 20th start of the year tonight, but it is his second here at the Double-A level. And he has not had any trouble transitioning to the Orioles organization. As there's a ball lifted in the air to left center, to his left, and there to make a head-high catch is Hudson Haskell. And there's one retired, and now back to the top of the order. And here comes the shortstop who's had a big series, Jared Triolo, who's now 5 for 9 in the series with a home run. Povich is a Midwesterner from Omaha, Nebraska, as he throws, and a swing and a miss through what looked like a changeup there, and the count 0-1. Played his collegiate baseball at Nebraska, and then was drafted by a Midwestern team, Minnesota. Pitch, and it's off the outside, and the count 1-1. And in fact, he was playing professionally this year at the Advanced A level in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. 1-1 coming. And a lifted foul straight back out of play off of a fastball away. And they count 1-2. Povich was going to be a part of a big minor league baseball game this year. 1-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He got him with a changeup away. Triolo down on strikes. And Povich has now struck out 4 of the 10 men he has faced. And Nick Gonzalez will come to the plate. This year, in the second year of the Field of Dreams game, on the site of the movie, here's the pitch. And it's down an inside ball 1. They played a minor league game that was on the MLB network a few days prior to it. And Cedar Rapids was in that game. Here's the 1-0. And it's off the inside, a changeup, ball 2. So I wonder if Povich would have pitched in the game. It was on August 9th. He had been traded less than 2 weeks earlier. The 2-0 coming. Swinging a chop ball foul. Pulled to the third base side. They're a 92-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle there. And they count 2-1 here to Gonzalez. Bowie has a 3-0 lead here in the top of the third inning. Gonzalez back for about 2 weeks in the Altoona lineup. He's missed a lot of time due to injury this year as he swings and lifts a fly ball to left field. To his left, but standing and waiting now. Haskin makes the catch. And it's a very quick 1-2-3 inning for Bowie left-hander Cade Povich. On to the bottom of the third from Prince George's Stadium. The Baysox lead it 3-0 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
The Baysox are calling all deadheads to make their way out to Prince George's Stadium on Friday, August 26th for Grateful Dead Night. With special themes and music all night throughout the game, it'll culminate in a Grateful Dead-themed fireworks show to cap the evening. Fans who purchase a special package ticket will receive a limited edition Baysox Grateful Dead t-shirt collaboration and a ticket to the game, so be sure to get there. Friday, August 26th, it's Grateful Dead Night at the ballpark. Find out more at Baysox.com.
All great to be back with you here tonight. My name is Adam Pohl alongside Matt Sabatis. We go to the bottom of the third. The top of the Bowie order is at it again. 3-0 the Baysox lead it. Here's Haskin. He singled his first time up, and he takes a belt-high strike on a 90-mile-an-hour delivery. It's 0-1. Haskin, Mayo, and Welk for Bowie in this third. As the right-hander Shortridge into the wide, he delivers. And he gets a swing and a miss on another pitch at the top of the zone. A fastball at 89. Shortridge, 25 years old. Made 3 starts to begin his year in June in Class A Bradenton. That's low A baseball. Now his 10th Double-A start of the year. Looking for his second win. The right-hander's into the wide. Here's the pitch. There's a foul and a line back to the top of the screen. And with it, the count remains at 0-2. Shortridge, in a way, has a lot in common with Baysox starter Brennan Hanafy, in that both, of course, did not pitch in 2020 and then were injured leading into the 21 year. Pitch, swing and a miss. He beat him with a fastball. Again, close to the top of the zone. Yeah, there's one retired. Second strikeout for Shortridge. And now Kobe Mayo will stand in.
Third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Shortridge was invited to a advanced camp leading in towards spring training in January of 21 by the Pirates. And on the first day of that camp, he blew his elbow out. As there's a strike on the outside part of the plate. And the count is 0-1. And all of a sudden, in his beginning to prepare and really get ready for that year, his year was already over. As now the 0-1. And Mayo takes a fastball away, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Though this year, Shortridge working his way back. He's only worked 41 2/3 innings coming into tonight. He throws. And Mayo takes, a cold strike. Just on the inside corner. Kobe thought it was off the inside. And the count 1-2. Mayo got hit by a pitch in the helmet in the first. It looked like it hit the bill of the helmet, knocked the helmet off his head as he takes in there, strike three on the outer half of the plate. A 91-mile-an-hour fastball. And a strong start to the third for Shortridge, 2 down. And now Toby Welk will come to the plate. Well, Welk in a bit of a different role this year, now at first base tonight. He mostly played at third base last year, played 70 games as a member of the Baysox. The pitch, and he swings and drives it well to right center. Back Frazier on the run, still going, leaping up, and it's off the wall, and it bounds away. The right fielder Scott is up with it, and he fires it in towards the middle of the infield. But Toby Welk with a ringing double, and the Baysox are in business. A runner at second and 2 down, and here comes Cody Roberts. Boy, Welk was all over that first pitch fastball on the outer half of the plate, and he crushed it. And now Roberts will stand in. Roberts in from the right side, actually stands in the front part of the batter's box, which is a bit unusual to see. Here's the pitch, and a breaking ball over the plate on the outer half for a called strike one. You know, Roberts had the most dramatic hit of Bowie's 2021 season on the final day of the regular season, leading an 8th-inning rally that brought the Baysox to the playoffs. It was here, and it was against Altoona as he takes a fastball strike. And the count is 0-2. That was right down the middle, just a little bit above the knees. Let's see if he's got a little bit more of a dramatic push. I don't think this would be in the same range as what he did on the final day of the year last year, as he takes off the outside, a breaking ball for a ball. But it does feel like Cody has a feel for the dramatic. 3-0 Bowie leads, runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the third. As from the stretch, set of the belt, Shortridge delivers. A check swing and a breaking ball down. The appeal, and Michael Snover, the first base umpire, said he did not go. And the count is 2-2. Now Roberts, 2 doubles in this series. He lined out sharply to the center fielder Frazier, who made a nice running catch to his left. His first time up. Welk will run with contact. Pitch and a foul on the ground back towards the backstop. A fastball away, and Roberts got a healthy hack at it. That was a pitch right on the outside corner. And once again, Bowie is making Shortridge work here, as he is now past the 60-pitch plateau, less than 3 innings in. He's only worked 5 innings or more twice this year. Pitch, and it's just away with a breaking ball, threw him a slider off the outside, and the count 3-2. This is a righty-righty matchup. First base is open. You have got another right-handed hitter, John Rhodes, who is in the on-deck circle as Roberts calls time. Baysox got 2 in the first on the Norby homer, and then Norby's sac fly scored Rhodes with 1 down in the second. 3-0 the Baysox in front. A chance to take over first place all alone tonight. Pitch. Swing and a foul and a soft line back to the screen. Now that would take Erie losing. And Erie right now in Harrisburg. Erie's threatening top of the 5th inning. They've got 2 men on, 1 man out. Harrisburg is leading though 2-1. The Bowie needs some help from the Sens about 2 hours away from us here at Prince George's Stadium. Another 3-2 and another foul on a line back out of play. And I hope everybody's all right. That did strike a fan to our right. And she is up to her feet. I hope she's all right. Count 3-2. We're about to see the 8th or 9th pitch of this at-bat here. As Shortridge delivers. And another foul on a line out of play to the right side. What an at-bat for Roberts. He is hanging in there. Here, fighting off pitch after pitch. Shortridge was having a quick inning. He struck out the first 2 batters, but well doubled. And now Roberts is battling here. Welk off the bag at second. And now time called at the plate. Bowie has 3 runs on 6 hits with 1 error. Altoona no runs on 1 hit and no errors. As here comes the payoff pitch. If it is a payoff pitch, here it comes. And it's off the outside, ball 4. What an at-bat. An outstanding plate appearance. I guess in the end it's not an at-bat. It is a 10-pitch walk. And now John Rhodes will bat. 2 men are on with 2 down. And Shortridge is about to throw his 66th pitch of the night. He had a long first inning, and Altoona had a right-handed reliever up and throwing, and Jeff Passantino in the pen, but nobody's up right now. Top of the order awaits as Rhodes takes just off the outside with a fastball, ball 1. Now, once again, the guys that have done the damage are awaiting. Cowser's 2 for 2. Norby has driven home all 3 runs. As now the 1-0. And it's a breaking ball away, ball 2. Well, by no means does Shortridge want to have to go through Cowser in this inning. And Bowie's got a chance to run and hide right now here. The count is 2-0. Here's the pitch. And it's down low, ball 3. Well, all of a sudden, a chance to load the bases I would not expect. Even in an RBI opportunity here, you would not think the young outfielder in Rhodes would be swinging away. You never know, though. 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4 up and inside. A 4-pitch walk. And now Cowser will bat with the bases loaded. Though a 10-pitch walk to Roberts, followed by a 4-pitch walk to Rhodes. And now a slow walk coming out by Drew Bennis, the longtime former big league pitcher, here to talk things over with Shortridge. We were mentioning it earlier tonight, but it is a big night in Salisbury, Maryland, the home of the Delmarva Shorebirds, as once again Jackson Holliday, the first overall pick of this year's draft, due to make his Delmarva debut tonight. And they were in a rain delay, but it looks like they're about to get going. Now, we got some rain here around 4:30 or 5 p.m., and a lot of times it's a few hours until it gets to the shore. And it looks like they're about to get that one going. They are hosting the Lynchburg Hillcats. As here's Kauser, already 2 for 2 tonight. Both base hits kind of flared into shallow left field. Both opposite field hits for Kauser. Runners lead from every base. As Shortridge is set, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss to the first offering as they worked him in. Looked like a slider there on the count 0-1. Kauser was hoping to get a fastball over the plate there, but Shortridge cut it under his hands. It's Passantino, I believe, up and throwing again the pitch, and Kauser takes off the inside. A fastball on the count 1-1. His third time at the plate in only the third inning. How about that? Welk at third, Roberts at second, Rhodes is at first. The count 1-1. And here's the pitch. Swing at a lifted foul fly out of play. Went after him again with an off-speed pitch. That was just above the knees, right over the heart of the plate. And Kauser kind of got inside that baseball and flied it foul. Boy, the curve, I know it's a 3-0 game, but Altuna's got a great lineup. They're still right in this game. But that could change a bit if Kauser gets into one here. Down 1-2. And here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip in and out of the mitt of Sable. Well, there's no art to it. Sable's looking down at his mitt, and it was ever so close to sticking in it and ending the inning. But instead, Kauser has new life here. It's another multi-hit game, and he's incredibly 6 for 9 in this series with 5 runs scored. As Shortridge steps off the rubber. They are shading to pull here. Triolo, the shortstop, is up the middle. Kauser again, a left-handed hitter. 1-2 the count. And here's the pitch. Swinging a liner towards center. It's shallow. In on it, Frazier. It's down, a base hit. 1 run is home. Turning third and scoring is Roberts. And the Baysox have a 5-0 lead. And Kauser's got 3 more hits on the night. A 2-run single and another ball that wasn't hit all that hard. Kauser muscling it into center. Rhodes, the trail runner, stays at second. And 2 more runs are in. And that's going to be the end of the night for the right-hander in Shortridge. Well, 4 in a row reach with 2 down in the inning. And the right-handed curve reliever will come in to face Norby with 2 on, 2 down, and 2 runs in. The Baysox have a 5-0 lead. And we're back with more from Prince George's Stadium right after this.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Welcome back into Prince George's Stadium. As all of a sudden the Baysox are making it happen here. Another early onslaught. They lead 5-0, and incredibly the top of the Bowie order has just again been dominant tonight. Kauser's 3 for 3 with a run scored and 2 driven in. And Connor Norby at the plate here has the other 3 RBIs for Bowie. Pasantino, the reliever, after Shortridge worked 2 2/3 innings. Righty-righty matchup. Pasantino in his 13th outing of the year with Altoona. He throws, and a swing and a miss. He took a bit off there, and Norby swung right over the top of a pitch that was at his knees, and the count 0-1. Pasantino is 2-1 with a 3.71 ERA in his 12 outings with Altoona. The 0-1 coming, and a lifted foul fly out of play. He threw him consecutive sliders, and the count is now 0-2. The 2 runs are in. 2 runners are on. Rhodes, the lead runner, is at second. And there's 2 men down. This was an inning with 2 outs and nobody on, but 4 in a row have reached for the Baysox in this 3rd inning. As now the 0-2. Breaking ball, chopped past the mound, near the bag at second. Gloving Gonzalez, tough play, throwing and in time. He got him by a step. So the second baseman, Gonzalez, gloved it, cutting right in front of the second base bag, and he made a strong sidearm throw to get the out, and with it, the inning is over. But the Baysox do get 2 more in the inning, and we're on to the 4th. Bowie's on top, 5-0 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates, with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
Well, we go to the top of the 4th inning, and it's a 5-0 Bowie lead. As here's the 3-hole hitter, Andy Rodriguez, against the Bowie left-hander, Cade Povich. They're putting a little bit more of that turfus down the right field line near the Baysox bullpen between innings as Povich throws, and it's off the outside. A fastball for ball 1. This is the middle of the Altoona order, basically 3 through 5, and Rodriguez has been such a great hitter this year as he takes a belt-high strike, and the count evens here 1-1. Rodriguez has already homered in this series. He's been with Altoona for 11 games. He's got a hit in all of them as he takes down low, and the count is now 2-1. Back-to-back off-speed pitches. Povich has really used his changeup a lot tonight. I think he just threw it as he deals in a fastball foul back to the screen, and the count 2-2. Well, not a bad start to your Double-A career. He had a .936 OPS, which is more than 200 above the league average at High A Greensboro before getting the call here to Altoona. The 2-2, and it's just a bit up high with a fastball. And the count runs full here, 3-2. 5-0, the Baysox lead it in the top of the 4th. Povich gets the sign, the wind of the 3-2 coming. Change up, grounded, foul outside third. And we'll do it again with a count 3 balls and 2 strikes here. No, it is Rodriguez, and then Blake Sable, talented former 7th rounder, and then the team's leader in homers in Aaron Shackleford. Long look in, and time called at the plate. What a big series this is for both these teams. Bowie again, 4.5 games in front of Altoona. Pitch, curveball, dives inside, ball 4. So Rodriguez works a walk, the first walk issued by Povich tonight, and he's on leading off the 4th. And now Blake Sable will come to the plate here. Very tough left-handed hitter. Only one hit for the curve in this game, and it was an infield single by the man that's on deck. Here's Sable. He hit a ground ball that eluded the grasp of Kobe Mayo at third. A fielding error, his first time up. Here's the pitch, and it's in there on the outside corner. A cutting slider, maybe even a little cutter. And they count 0-1 at 87 miles an hour. The pitch a lot of Baysox pitchers use is a look to first, looks Rodriguez back to the bag. Sable is from an extremely athletic family. His father was a college baseball player at Long Beach State, which is a great baseball program and heritage. As now the 0-1. There's a line shot, base hit to left field. Boy, Sable can really hit the ball the other way. We have seen that all year here. And for a second time tonight, the Curve have 2 men on and nobody out. Sable has a brother in Stephen who played at the University of Oregon and in the Mets system. And we mentioned it when he was here about a month ago. His second cousin is a Hall of Fame worthy football player. Pittsburgh Steelers legend Troy Polamalu. But I'll tell you, Sable doesn't have his hair. As here is Aaron Shackleford. And from the stretch, the pitch. And it's up and inside, a fastball, ball 1. You know you have a wild hairdo when your #1 sponsor is Pert Plus. Remember those commercials with Polamalu? He'd probably have to use an entire bottle of it just to wash his hair. 1-0 coming. And a lifted foul straight back out of play. Count 1-1. Now, Polamalu was a great player at USC. And that is where Sable went. He was a Trojan as well. The count 1-1, but he's got the short hair. The Pert Plus sponsorship is not coming. Pitch, curveball inside. Count 2-1. Now this is big here. 5-0 Bowie leads. Altoona had 2 men on, nobody out in the second. Povich struck out 2, and they got a deep fly ball out to center. Pitch, curveball drilled to right, way back, and heading out of here. And just like that, the Curve are back in this ball game. Shackleford was ready for that off-speed pitch. It was right down the middle, and he crushed it. A 3-run home run, his 24th of the year, which is a Pirates organizational high. And we got a 2-run ball game. It's 5-3. Yeah, boy, that leadoff walk puts you in a little bit of trouble. And now Povich has got to try to keep his calm a bit here. He's had so much success in his short time in the Orioles organization. As here's another home run hitter, Andres Alvarez, and he swings and misses through a fastball at 93 miles an hour. And the count is 0-1. Alvarez has got 19 home runs this year. Pitch, and there's that slow curve missing up high. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. He had 7 career home runs prior. The 1-1 coming. And there's a high pop-up on the infield near the second base bag. Ortiz calling as he steps a foot or two into the outfield grass. And he makes the catch. And a big first out there. And now the left-handed hitting Connor Scott will stand in. The 3 runs are in, 1 out, nobody on. It's 5-3 now. The Baysox are in front. Two very deep lineups. You got to score runs to win in this series. I believe each game was a 7-5 final the first two nights. Here's the pitch to Scott, and it's a little bit up with a first pitch delivery, but they rule that Scott did not check his swing. I didn't think he went around it, but they rule strike one. The wind in the pitch, and he swings through a pitch up and out of the zone. A little cutter in the count 0-2. Scott had a great start to the year. He hit .358 in 14 April games, but he hasn't really been able to replicate it. In fact, he's hit .250 or below the .250 mark in all 4 months since, as he swings through a breaking ball away, strike three. Second strikeout of Scott tonight. Fifth strikeout of the evening for Povich. And there's two down. You know, as a pitcher, you've got to be able to put tough moments behind you. And Povich is doing that right here. 2 in a row retired following the long homer. As here's Fabricio Macias, and a beautiful curveball strike on the outside. And the count is 0-1. Macias actually was not signed as a teenager. Here's the pitch. And he swings and chops it weakly near the bag at third. It's a foul ball as Mayo glove right in front of the bag. Might have been fortunate. Macias may have beaten that out. And the count is 0-2. Macias, I guess he was signed as a teenager just prior to his 20th birthday. But that's a little bit late for an international player to be signed. He actually played in the Mexican League, which is a very good league. Thought to be maybe even equal to a AA level. And he played at that level as an 18 and 19-year-old. Macias began this year at Low A Bradenton, but played only 5 games there. He's played at 3 different levels. A twice promoted ball player here. 0-2 coming. Check swing on a high fastball. Then he did go too far. Strike three. No need for appeal there on the 94-mile-an-hour heater. On Aaron Shackleford's 24th home run of the year has gotten Altoona right back into it. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's Bowie 5, Altoona 3 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Great to be back with you here from Prince George's Stadium. On to the bottom of the 4th we go, and all of a sudden it's a 2-run ball game. As Bowie's 5-0 lead is now 5-3. Shortridge allowed 5 runs in 2 2/3 innings. He gave way to Passantino. He got a big out to end the 3rd. And now here's Joey Ortiz. And he takes in there on the outside corner. And the count 0-1. With an 84-mile-an-hour offering. Ortiz, then Prieto, and then Haskin. Here's the pitch. And it's on the outside corner again. A bit of an extended edge. Yeah, and they count 0-2. The Sable setting up out there, and they're getting that call. The wind of the pitch. Reaching swing and a fly ball to right. Scott over to his right, the right fielder. And he makes the catch. They just kept that ball away from Ortiz with 3 consecutive pitches. And there's one retired, and here is Prieto.
Second baseman, Cesar Prieto.
Cesar Prieto, what a start to his career he had this year. You know, when you sign at the age of 23, you got to get going quickly as he takes a strike on the outer half. Cuban ball players are signed different than any other in the game of baseball, and because of that, they come into the game at a more advanced age. Pitch and a weak swing, slow roller left side. Triolo at short, charging, long throw, and a stretch to bring it in from Shackleford, and they get the out. And quickly 2 down in Bowie's 4th, and now the left fielder Hudson Haskin will come to the plate. And Prieto hit .340 in 25 games in Aberdeen, and he got a quick ticket here to the AA level. Here's Haskin, 1 for 2 tonight. Bats with that slightly open stance in the pitch, and he swings and whistles a foul on a line back to the top of the screen, and they count 0-1. Haskin, you know, I think his year has gone a little bit under the radar. He's 6th in the organization at OPS. Pitch, and it's off the outside. Another little cutting offering, count 1-1. I mean, that is 4 full season teams, and he has the 6th best OPS in the #1 system in the game. As there's a breaking ball grounded near the bag at third. Backhanding behind it, Alvarez, long throw, and it's head high. A beautiful throw in time to get the out. And for a first time tonight, the Baysox go down in order. So we head to the 5th, 5-3 Bowie leads on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Hey, coffee lovers. Know where you'll find the world's freshest cup of coffee? Right here at Royal Farms. Because with our new brewing system, it takes less than a minute to go from selecting the kind of coffee you want to this. The freshest, most flavorful cup of coffee you can buy is at Royal Farms. So try one. It'll be love at first sip. Because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
If you're working in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area as a pipe fitter, pipe welder, or HVAC service technician, and you're interested in a better life, a better means to provide for yourself and your family, a way to make sure that you're earning the highest wages and the best benefits in our industry, visit our website at steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org. And let's talk about what we can do to help change your life.
On to the 5th inning we go. Back to the mound. Cade Povich. He's thrown 66 pitches tonight. Bowie leads 5-3. And with the call of the 5th, here's Matt Sabates.
9-1-2 due up to bat for the Altoona lineup here with Matt Frazier to lead off, a left-hander. Povich has had a bit of his trouble against lefties in this game as the first pitch to him misses down and away. It's 1-0 to start. Frazier and Connor Scott, the 2 lefties on the bottom 3 of the lineup, he's been fine against. 0 for 3 combined with 2 strikeouts against Scott as the 1-0 pitch is called a strike in the upper outside corner, set the count even at 1. Frazier flew out to left field his first time up. But the other 2 left-handers, Blake Sable and Aaron Shackleford, they've both been on base twice, the 1-1. Down and away, sets it to 2 balls and a strike. And, of course, the 3-run home run by Aaron Shackleford, making this a potential game for Altoona. A 5-run lead for Bowie, only at 2 runs now. as Povich needs to make sure he can weather the storm that had just reared its head in the fourth. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball inside, hit off of the catcher's mitt. Just missed the elbow of Frazier, and it sets the count to 3 balls and a strike. Well, hopefully that fourth inning was much like the pop-up shower that had appeared over Prince George's Stadium around 5 o'clock. Hit hard for a short spell, and it's been gone. We've had no issues since. The 2-2. Curveball, late swing, and poke to second. Charging in and gloving low is Cesar Prieto. He gets it to first, and it's in time. 4-3 put out, and back to the top of the lineup for Jared Triolo. Prieto has not gotten a lot of time at second base this season. Just his 20th game there this year, and it really seems like when he is playing at second, something about the pitchers on the mound, they've specifically not been able to give up too many ground balls to him. As Triolo digs in, leadoff man is 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout swinging in the third, and the first pitch is lined to short. Joey Ortiz is right there to snag the 101-mile-an-hour shot, and there's 2 away.
Second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
That's where defensive positioning really comes into play, and that's why it's been brought down to a science, even when you get down to the minor league level. When you put your defenseman in the right spot, you can take away what would be surefire base hits. So now here's Nick Gonzalez. First pitch is a curveball, it misses high, and it's 1-0 to start. 0 for 2 day for Gonzalez. He flew out to center field in the first, flew out to left field in the third. As Bowie leads 5-3 here in the top of the 5th inning, trying to win their second consecutive, the 1-0. Fastball misses high, and it goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Gonzalez has been one of those batters that's hit lefties hard this season. A .1035 OPS against left-handed pitching. 2 of his 4 home runs. He strikes out less often, walks about as often as he does against right-handed pitchers. But this game carrying a lot of the same path that yesterday's Bowie win did. A big early lead that shrunk to just 2 runs, the 2-0. Misses inside, 3 balls and no strikes here on Povich. Or from Povich to Gonzalez, I should say. Bowie led 7-1 yesterday after the 6th inning, and they were only able to finish it at 7-5. The 3-0 to Gonzalez is down and in, and a 4-pitch walk. Second free pass given up by Povich. And it extends the inning after 2 quick outs to open. And now here's Endy Rodriguez. Switch hitter is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging in the first inning, walked and scored on the 3-run home run in the 4th. But again, the way it seems that this will be the final inning for Povich, the way that things have angled for Bowie, they might have a piggybacker today. First pitch misses outside, and it's 1-0 to start. But as Povich has thrown 5 consecutive out of the zone now, it's going to lead to a quick battery visit, and maybe it's a good thing that this would be his last inning. Not only is he up to 77 pitches, you don't want him to get too overtaxed, of course, as he threw 79 in his 5 innings last week. But Bowie is potentially anticipating a piggyback from Noah Denoyer today, in which he would take 4 innings. Of course, it'd be Denoyer's first appearance for Bowie since mid-July, when he started a game against Akron. Had a stint on the injured list, 2 brief rehab appearances, and now he's back. The 1-0 to Rodriguez is called a strike in the lower inside corner. Fastball hits the knees, and it sets the count even at 1-1. Runner at first, 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning. It is a tying run at the plate. So Altoona is capable, as the 1-1 is a curveball swung on and missed. Rodriguez way too far ahead of it, and it's 1-2. Again, Rodriguez did not extend his hitting streak to 11 consecutive games until his last possible plate appearance last night. And at this rate, he is falling behind a little bit constantly to Povich. 1-2, fouled off. Curveball down and inside that time. Just a little piece rolled over to the left side. It's a pretty heavy mist has just kind of hung itself over Prince George's Stadium this evening from the earlier rains that fell before first pitch. Another 1-2 pitch is a curveball belted out to deep left field. Haskins running back. He's still going, looking for the wall, feeling he hops, and it's gone. Game-tying 2-run home run for Endy Rodriguez. Bowie led 5-0, and it's 5-5. Fourth home run of the season for Rodriguez in just his 12th Double-A game. And Bowie's going to have to get back to work offensively, as Povich has now allowed 3 home runs here in his Double-A career. Just a little under 10 innings. Much like Chase McDermott, these 2 new hurlers need to get used to the confines that they now roam. McDermott has already been tagged with 5 home runs in his Double-A career. Povich now with 3 in this hitter-friendly park. They're going to have to get used to it quickly or suffer some bad outings. As Bowie gets Griffin McClarty up and tossing quickly in the bullpen. The bases are now empty, so that gives a little bit more breathing room for Povich to work with. But he was 1 out away from ending this frame and then suddenly lost command of the strike zone. Threw 5 consecutive pitches out of the zone. Had to battle back against Rodriguez. But served him up a slider pretty much right down the middle. A little bit away to the right-hander. And Rodriguez just belted it out to left field. And much like the problems McDermott ran into in his 2 starts with Double-A, it's in a much smaller scale for Povich today, but walking batters burns you. Both walks have scored against Povich, both on the home runs. Here's Sable. First pitch is called a strike on a fastball at the knees. It's 0-1. Sable is 1 for 2 on the day. Reached on an error in the second, singled to left field, and scored in the fourth. As the lefty-on-lefty matchup continues, the 0-1 pitch is called a strike in the lower outside corner. It's 0-2. But again, it's going to be on the Bowie offense now as Jeffrey Passantino will continue. He's retired all 4 batters out of the bullpen. Bowie doesn't want to see their bullpen woes continue as the 0-2 is swung on and missed outside for strike 3. So Povich uses 3 pitches to retire Sable, but not before the damage is done. Game-tying 2-run home run for Endy Rodriguez. Bowie led 5-0, and as we're halfway home, it's a 5-5 game. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you along for the broadcast each night. Tonight's no different. Matt Samadas with you from Prince George's Stadium. Thank you so much for stopping by as we move into the home half of the 5th. Bowie needs to get the offense going again. They had a 5-0 lead. Cade Povich was unable to hold on to that lead, allowing a pair of home runs. A 3-run blast to Aaron Shackleford and a 2-run home run to Endy Rodriguez. As it's 5-5, the first pitch to Kobe Mayo is bounced foul on the third base side. It's 0-1 to start as Jeffrey Passantino continues to work. Out of the bullpen, Passantino has retired all 4 batters he's faced. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 with Mayo, Toby Welk, and then Cody Roberts to bat in this inning. The 0-1 pitch, and Mayo watches breaking ball for a called strike. Hits the outside edge, it's 0-2. It's an 0-for-1 day for Mayo. He got clipped by a pitch in the first inning that hit more of his helmet than anything else, but still a scary moment as the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. 3 pitches, and Pasentino strikes out his first batter. 4th overall for Altoona pitching, and now on to Toby Welk.
First baseman, Toby Welk.
Welk doubled in the 3rd inning. Came with 2 outs. Bowie got 4 consecutive base runners in that 3rd inning with 2 outs to bring in 2 runs. He's 1 for 2 overall in the day. As Pasentino foots the rubber, has a pretty open stretch that kind of faces the third base line. First pitch, and Welk slaps it up the line foul. It's 0-1. As anticipated, Noah DeNoyer is warming in the bullpen for Bowie. It'll be his first appearance for the Baysox in a little over a month. As he spent a little bit of time on the injured list, he'll come in and hopefully be able to toss 4 innings for the Baysox. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. It's been an intriguing trend for the Bowie offense here these past 3 weeks now. Starting with the Akron series as the 1-1 is a late hack, shallow right field, and down for a base hit. Scooped by the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez, and sent back to second base, just in case. But Welk reaches his 2nd hit of the day. He's already eclipsed his 6-game hit streak. And that puts a go-ahead run on base for Cody Roberts, who's 0 for 1. But it's been a trend for Bowie that they'll attack starting pitchers, burn them out, run them down, and knock them out early. But then once they run into, a lot of times, just one particular reliever, it's a different guy each night, but one particular reliever, and it shuts down the offense for the rest of the day. As the first pitch to Roberts is down and away, changeup starts to count out at 1-0. It happened yesterday after a single in the 6th inning by Colton Kauser. Bowie only got 1 more base hit over their final 12 batters. Pickoff throw over to first base is unsuccessful, and the count stays at a ball and a strike, or a ball and no strikes rather, on Roberts before we continue. 2 days ago in Bowie's 7-5 loss, Connor Norby got an RBI single that made it a 6-5 game as Bowie trailed, the 1-0. Called a strike, a little bit outside, but Roberts has to deal with it. The count evens at 1. And Bowie got within 1 in that 6th inning and then didn't get another base hit for their final 12 batters. Here's the next. This one a hammer. Out toward deep center field. Frazier's running back. He's at the warning track and the wall. There it goes. Cody Roberts says goodbye. A go-ahead 2-run home run for his 7th of the season. And Bowie's back on top. It's 7-5. 102 miles an hour off the bat. 415 feet away to straightaway center field. Roberts is up to 37 RBI on the season. Well, you know, Adam was talking a little bit earlier about Cody Roberts and his penchant for the big hit. Boy, did he make it happen there. Roberts was able to get it done for Bowie on a sinker that came in just a tad bit low. As the first pitch to John Rhodes is called a strike on the bottom edge, it's 0-1 to start. Rhodes is 1 for 1. An infield single in the 2nd inning. He walked in the 3rd. Next pitch, swing and a miss on a slider high. And the count goes to 0-2. Here's the next, popped up. Shallow right field, tough play for Scott and the second baseman Gonzalez. It's Gonzalez out to make the catch. That's the 2nd out of the inning, and it goes back to the top of the lineup for Colton Kauser.
Center fielder, Colton Kauser.
It's a 3-for-3 day for Kauser, and the first pitch home is called a strike. It's the outside edge. It's 0-1. Noah DeNoyer wrapping up his warm-up in the bullpen as the 0-1 pitch is popped up Out towards shallow left, hanging up high enough for Macias to close the gap. The left fielder actually almost overran it. But he gets there and makes the catch to end the inning. Cowser finally retired for the first time today, but Bowie is back ahead. A 2-run home run by Cody Roberts for his 7th of the season, and as we move to the 6th, Bowie leads 7-5. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
It's not baseball season without fireworks, and you can always count on the biggest and best at Prince George's Stadium. There's no better way to cap off a fun evening at the ballpark than a spectacular fireworks show. And the Baysox have got you covered this season with 16 different shows to choose from. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com. You've got 4 fireworks shows in August to watch out for: Friday the 19th, Saturday the 20th, Friday the 26th, and Saturday the 27th. Hope to see you there.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
As we move on to the 6th inning here at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie back ahead. They led 5-0. Altoona was able to knot it up at 5, but it's now 7-5. Thanks to a couple of home runs in this game. We've seen 4 already. Kay Povich is calling it a day. 5 innings for Povich with 4 hits and 5 runs. He struck out 7, but 2 walks and 2 home runs were really the crux of his day. Fortunately, he is in line for a win as Noah DeNoyer takes over, and we hand it off to Adam.
Well, thank you so much, Matt. It's good to see Noah back out there as he delivers. And a big swing and a miss from Aaron Shackleford, who homered his last time up. A 3-run homer to right. And they count 0-1. As DeNoyer throws. And a high fastball gets a swing and a miss for strike 2. This for DeNoyer is his first outing with the Baysox since on July the 14th at home against Akron. He works from the stretch. It's his 12th outing with Bowie this year as he throws a breaking ball and it's tapped foul right in back of the plate. So DeNoyer began the year working in Aberdeen. He was 4-0 in 6 outings. Quickly came to the Baysox where he's worked to a 2.20 ERA in his 11 outings prior, 3 of which starts. And he's really had outstanding numbers. 24 hits in 41 innings and only 9 walks. A 0.80 whip. The 0-2 pitch. And a reaching swing lifts a foul fly. Out of play to the left side of the count, 0-2. DeNoyer had a little bit of elbow discomfort that placed him on the injured list, and you don't want to mess around with things like that. As he fires and misses a check swing, the appeal, but he did not go. Count 1-2 here to Shackleford. As he throws. Swing and a miss. He got him on a hard-breaking ball down. 1 retired. But right now, this junior collegiate product is firing the fastball in at the tune of 95 miles an hour. A non-drafted free agent in 2019, so signed almost exactly 3 years ago by the Orioles. And he's been spectacular. He throws. And a fastball pop behind first, shallow right, near the line. Rhodes coming in and over, and he'll make the catch. And the powerful Andres Alvarez is retired, and there's 2 down.
Right fielder,
The Baysox have a 7-5 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. First 2 games in this series ended with a final score of, that's right, you guessed it, 7-5. Each team winning 1. So Bowie would like that to stay the same here. The Denoyer's ready, and he throws. And it's a cold strike with a breaking ball, and they count 0-1. Denoyer throws a curveball, a slider, but he's also got a splitter pitch and a swing and a miss over the top. That might have been it right there. And the count is 0-2. That has been such a huge pitch for current Oriole closer. Last year a Baysox, Felix Bautista. And Denoyer's been a pitcher stretched out a bit here. I mean, he's averaged almost 4 innings an outing with Bowie. He throws. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball down. I think you throw him that splitter again. And Scott over the top, strike 3. Welcome back, Noah Denoyer. My goodness. A quick 1, 2, 3, 6. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-5, the Baysox in front on the Baysox Baseball Network.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
New pitcher, third of the night for Altoona. It's the right-hander, Bear Bellamy. And here's the pitch. I love that name. And it's up and inside. Ball 1 to Connor Norby. 7-5. Bowie leads it here in the bottom of the 6th. Norby, Ortiz, and Prieto batting. There's a lifted fly, well hit right center. On the run back, Frazier still going, looking up. And Norby, has he done it again? Yes, sir! He's hit his second home run of the ball game. It's a solo shot out to right center. And it's an 8-5 Baysox lead here in the 6th. Oh my. You cannot slow down Connor Norby. He is absolutely on fire. Just unbelievable. He now has 6 multi-hit games in his last 7. Pitch, a swing and a foul, and the bat goes flying out of the hands of Joey Ortiz. Count 0-1. He's going to get some pine tar and try to get a better grip on that bat. Now, Normie hitting the homer. He now has 11 in his time with Bowie. I believe he's got now 19. I might even be off by 1. He might be up to 20 overall on the year. Jordan Westberg hit his 21st of the year in Norfolk yesterday. Pitch and a lifted foul out of play. And the count is Now it's 0-2 here to Ortiz. What an incredible year it has been for Norby. A wind to the 0-2 pitch, and Ortiz lifts a foul straight back. Out of play off a 94-mile-an-hour fastball from this right-handed reliever named Bear Bellamy. We'll give you a little bit more about the Bear here in a moment. I wasn't surprised when I saw that Bear Bellamy was from the state of West Virginia, as there's a breaking ball down and away, ball one. It is now 19 homers on the year for Norby. And that is tied for second most in the Orioles organization. The 1-2 pitch and a fastball up high, ball two. If you run into a guy named Bear, he's probably not from New York City, right? He wouldn't be from Manhattan, would he? Hi, my name's Bear. I live on the east side in Greenwich Village. There's a line drive towards the middle, and it's got enough to get into center. A base hit off the bat of Ortiz. You're more likely to see a guy named Bear in a town called Scott Depot, West Virginia. He's actually named John Colton Bellamy. I guess John was a little too standard, but we got the Bear in town. As here is Prieto. And the pitch. And it's down low with a fastball in the count. 1 ball and no strikes. Bellamy, 26th outing. That home run he allowed was his 13th homer in only 45 innings. He has given up so many long balls this year. As a fastball misses inside, ball two. I'll tell you, he's got a really good arm, though. The heater is in the mid-90s. That last one was at 94. The ball is flying out of Prince George's Stadium tonight. 2-0 pitch. Swinging a high pop fly. Shallow center. They were playing at double play depth. Long run in, but getting there. The center fielder Frazier, and he'll make the catch. Ortiz retreats to first. And one retired, and here's Hudson Haskett. We have seen 5 home runs in this game. Bowie has now hit 3. Altuna's hit 2. All 5 curve runs coming via the home run. As here's the pitch, and Haskett lifts a foul straight back out of play. Count 0-1. It was a 5-0 Bowie lead into the 4th, but Shackleford hit a 3-run homer in the 4th. And then Rodriguez hit a 2-run homer for the Curve in the 5th. And all of a sudden, the Baysox were left a bit stunned. A game that was in hand was tied at 5. As there's another foul on a line back. Out of play, straight over the netting. Off an elevated heater, count 0-2. But Bowie has gotten their lead back via the home run. Cody Roberts, who did not have a hit last week against Somerset. He was 0 for 12 with 7 strikeouts. Well, he's put that in the rearview mirror. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball driven towards the alley in right center. Scott is over, it's down. Scott cuts it off near the edge of the track, heading for third, and they're going to hold him there, Ortiz. And into second with a double, Hudson Haskett. And Bowie's in business for more. Runners at second and third, and only 1 down here in this 6th inning. And now Kobe Mayo to the plate. A 2-run Roberts homer, and then the big solo shot from Norby is second of the night. Norby's got 4 RBIs tonight. And here is Mayo. Altuna's going to bring the infield not all the way in, but about halfway in. All by the second baseman Gonzalez, who's playing back. The pitch, and Mayo lifts a foul straight back out of play off a high fastball. Altuna has gotten a right-hander up quickly here, and that is, we'll have to check Mejia, Emmanuel Mejia. is up and throwing in the curve pen. Here's the pitch. Up and inside, another fastball. And the count evens here, and a ball and a strike to Mayo. 8-5, the Baysox lead it, and a chance to add on more so here. As Bellamy's ready, the 1-1. And a breaking ball cut and a missed. He threw him a hard slider, and Mayo cut through it. Now the count is 1-2 here. The runners take their leads. And Bellamy delivers. Swinging a tapper foul right behind the plate. He went back after him with a fastball. It was a really good pitch. It was actually right near the outside corner, right on it. And Mayo fought it off. You live to see another one. And Mayo's starting to get it going. He hit 2 balls better than 100 miles an hour on Sunday. He hit a home run last night. 1-2 coming. And a breaking ball bending down and away. And the count evens at 2-2. He's got such dynamic exit velocity. Kind of makes me think of a former Oriole. Remember outfielder Mark Trumbo? Trumbo always just scorched the ball when he hit it. And Mayo's got that kind of electric bat speed and power. The 2-2 coming. Hard ground ball foul. Boy, he really turned on that. Fastball in. And the count stays 2-2. And that's a pitch right there that you got to have a lot of bat speed to get the barrel to that one. Bellamy's ready. First base set of the rubber. He throws. And it's off speed and down. And Mayo has worked the count full here. Now first base is open. Toby Welk, who's got 2 hits tonight, is on deck. Now we're about to see the 8th pitch here of this at-bat. Runners off second and third. Here it comes. Swing and a line shot base hit into left field. 1 run is home. They're going to send the trail runner Haskin. A throw is cut off, and Mayo's around into second. It's a 2-run double, and all of a sudden, Bowie's 5-run lead is intact once more. On top 10-5.
First baseman, Toby.
And that's going to do it here for Bellamy. A tough night for the Bear, as he allows 3 runs in 1/3 of an inning. And all of a sudden, the Baysox have a big lead once more. The new pitcher is coming in. It is Emmanuel Mejia. We'll tell you about him right after this. 10-5 Bowie, runner at second. 1 down in the 6th on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Hey Baysox fans, On the Green Inc. is a proud sponsor of the Baysox and is celebrating 25 years of providing custom lawn care and pest control programs with guaranteed results for residential and commercial lawns. Mention this ad and receive a discount on your first lawn care or pest control service. Enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Inc. Visit our website at onthegreeninc.com or call 410-695-0444. Let's go Baysox and On the Green Inc., your lawn care team.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
So the Baysox have broken this game open again. They have scored 3 runs in this 6th inning. And they may not be done yet. Runner at second, 1 down. Here's Toby Welk. He'll bat against the right-hander Emmanuel Mejia. As Mejia 2-4 with a 5.48 ERA. This is 35th outing of the year. The Baysox quickly got to the Altoona starter tonight. Aaron Shortridge, he allowed 5 runs on 7 hits in 2 2/3 innings. In fact, this is the 6th inning. Bowie has scored a run in 5 of their 6 trips tonight, and they've scored more than 1 run in 4 of their 6 times of the play. As well will bat Mayo at second after his 2 RBI double. As Mejia delivers. And a fastball line to left field. Macias is right there, though. He may not have had to even move a step. And he makes a head-high catch. Welk is really swinging the bat well tonight. That was 90 miles an hour off the bat. Now there's 2 down in the inning, and here is Roberts, who gave Bowie the lead again with his 2-run homer with 1 down in the 5th. All the momentum was on the side of the Curve, who had scored 5 consecutive runs to tie the ball game. Pitch, and Roberts swings and misses at a fastball a bit down and away. And they count 0-1. This is a good Curve bullpen, but the Baysox have gotten to them today. Pasantino allowed 2, Bellamy allowing 3. 0-1 coming. And it's in the dirt. Nice block with the glove from the catcher, Sable, who tried to pick it and ended up just knocking it down with his mitt. It bounced out in front of the plate, and Mayo had to stay put here. Count 1-1 to Roberts. Getting a lot of work again this week when Maverick Hanley was stung by a foul ball right off his mask and had to depart 2 nights ago early in the game. Pitch coming. Fastball on the inside corner. And they count 1-2. A bit of a delayed call, but it looked like the right call made by Ray Valero, our home plate umpire. Pitch just did get the edge at very close. Count 1-2. And Mejia delivers. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider. And with it, the inning is over. So Mejia gets 2 quick outs to end the frame, but it was a big frame for Bowie. Norby hits his 2nd homer of the game, and the Baysox get 3 more runs. And we now head to the 7th. Bowie's in control, 10-5, leading on the Baysox Baseball Network.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
Well, as the baseball season winds down, that means we've got to get ready for football. Friday, September 9th, it's the Baysox football kickoff night at Prince George's Stadium. Getting ready for the college season and the pro season, the Baysox will be giving away a special Adley Rutschman bobblehead. Remember, Adley played college football before he joined the Orioles. It's a free bobblehead for the first 750 fans ages 13 and up. So be sure to join the Baysox football kickoff night on Friday, September 9th. Get your tickets at baysox.com.
So we head to the top of the 7th inning. Back to work, Noah Denoyer. It's 8-9-1 to bat here for Altoona. Bowie's got a 10-5 lead here tonight. As Denoyer, who was really dominant in the 6th, boy, when you go on the injured list in any sport, it's not just physically painful. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike on the outside. 95 miles an hour. I mean, you just cannot wait to get back and get after it. As there's a ground ball base hit, Macias goes the other way. And he singles into right. A leadoff base hit. And now Matt Frazier will stand in. Good job by Macias against that kind of velo. Another fastball outer half, and he kind of just hit it the other way. I mean, it's a great piece of hitting. A ground ball single to right. Here is Matt Frazier. Left-handed hitting. Center fielder's had a good day defensively, but 0 for 2 at the plate tonight. The Denoyer has come back, and he looks sharp as there's a ground ball foul outside first. I thought he was throwing that splitter to get the strikeout late in the sixth, but actually, after asking, I think that was the Denoyer curveball. He's just threw it again at 80 miles an hour. He's had a good curve tonight. He throws. And a fastball up and away. And they count evens here at a ball and a strike. Denoyer, the stuff is there. I mean, once again tonight, he's throwing 95 miles an hour with great regularity. 1-1. And a ground ball near first. Foul outside of the bag. Well tracked it down with a count 1-2. And he's got some tricks in his bag. I guess the way to put it, he's not a one-trick pony, right? He's not just a guy that can throw that fastball. He commands it pretty well, and he's got some off-speed repertoire here. He throws, and it's off the outside. He went back to the heater, and the count 2-2 to Frazier. The Baysox have a 10-5 lead in the top of the 7th inning. 2-2, and it's in the dirt, and Roberts can't fight it. It skips away, and Macias is into second on the wild pitch. And now the count has run full here, 3-2. Right now, Povich is, even though he allowed 5 runs in 5 innings, he is in line for the win. And it would be his first Double-A victory. Now Roberts is going to go out to talk to Denoyer here quickly. Try to get on the same page. Now with a runner at second, he can peer in and see some of the signs here. Infield back. Nobody's out. Runner at second. And giving up 1 run here is not the end of the world. You want to stay away from the big inning. Now let's see what Denoyer does here. 3-2 to the 9-hole hitter, Frazier. Here's the pitch. Swing and a lifted fly. He threw him a little slider, and it's flying near the line and left, and the catch made by Mayo. That was either the slider or the splitter, and it was fly down the line and left. Haskin comes over to make the catch. That's a big out. Now there's one retired. And now back to the top of the order. Here's the shortstop, Jared Triolo. And Triolo's been, again, a really good hitter in this series. He's 0 for 3 tonight, but 5 for 11 in the series. He's got 3 consecutive multi-hit games. As he stands in with an open stance, and he takes a fastball up high, ball 1. Triolo was drafted in the second round, the supplemental portion of the second round of the 2019 draft out of the University of Houston. He was the 72nd pick of that draft. And the Orioles had a pick right around that in that supplemental second round. As now the 1-0, swinging a liner to right. It's dipping down. It's a base hit. Macias had to wait up. He'll stop at third as Rhodes plays it in with a nice throw to the cutoff man and Welk. And runners are at the corners. And now Nick Gonzalez, a former first rounder, will bat. Here with 1 down in this 7th. 10-5, Bowie leading. The Baysox, not the Baysox, the Orioles, I should say, had the pick in front of the Pirates in that draft. So Triolo went 72nd. Who did the Orioles take? Well, they took 2021 Baysox star, current Baltimore Orioles outfielder, Kyle Stowers. Hopefully Stowers gets it going offensively with Baltimore here soon. Orioles are leading 2-1 right now through 5 innings over the White Sox. And Stowers is not in the lineup tonight. He's playing, it appears, almost every other night right now. As here's the pitch. Swing and a lifted foul fly out of play right side. Off of a fastball near the top of the zone. And the count 0-1 here to Gonzalez. Check that. I actually got the box score from last night. Stowers might actually be in the lineup here today. We'll have to check. He wasn't in the lineup last night. Pitch, and it's off the outside. And the count evens 1-1. And I was wrong. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Big opportunity for Altoona, who have been battling from behind throughout the evening. Runners to the corners, the pitch, and a ball driven in the air deep. Right center field. Cows are going back, running out of room. Gonzalez has hit a 3-run home run that again has gotten the curve right back into the game. It's now 10-8. And the former first rounder with an opposite field blast to right center. And it's a 2-run ball game. The curve just will not go away. And all 8 of their runs have come via the homer. They have hit 2 3-run homers in the game. And here's Andy Rodriguez who had a 2-run homer his last time up. As Denoyer gets ahead with a breaking ball, strike 1. Denoyer, a rocky second inning of work after the dominant 1-2-3 first. As he deals and misses down low, and the count evens 1-1. We got ourselves a ball game again in the 7th pitch. Fastball in there on the outside of the knees. Count 1-2. There's so much power in this Altoona order. They've got 3 guys in the lineup that have hit 19 or more homers this year. One of them, this batter. Pitch. And Rodriguez drives it down the line and left, but foul. Curling out of play. In fact, right off the fence that is behind the elevated perch in which the curved bullpen sits during the game. The homer tonight for Rodriguez was his 20th of the year between high A and double A. Shackleford's got 24, and Alvarez got 19. Check swing and a pitch in the dirt, and he went too far. Strike 3. Got him with a hard-breaking ball down. That is the 2nd out of the inning. 3rd strikeout for Denoyer. And there's 2 down, and here's the left-handed hitting Blake Sable. I was wondering if Denoyer would have a shorter outing tonight. Once again, he's been kind of a piggyback starter this year at times. He has averaged right around 4 innings an outing. Here he's in his 2nd inning of work. Nobody's warming. Here's the pitch. And Sable takes down low. And they count 1 ball and no strikes. Denoyer still yet to throw 30 pitches. In fact, this next offering will be his 30th pitch of the night. First outing for Denoyer since July the 14th. He threw well that night, went on the injured list following. 1-0 coming. There's a high drive, but foul. And out of play off to the left. And the count evens here 1-1. Thinking where Bowie would be in this game if they just gave up solo homers. 3 homers have brought home 8 Altoona runs. Pitch, fastball in there at the belt on the inside. And the count 1-2. Right on the corner. Now Denoyer always from the stretch. Appears to be first base set of the rubber. He throws. Breaking ball got him. A wave and a miss over the top. And the inning's over. But a 3-run homer off the bat of Nick Gonzalez. His 5th of the year in his 52nd game played. and it's brought the curve back in it. Our score, Bowie 10, Altoona 8 at stretch time, bottom of the 7th, upcoming on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
Only one an offensive slugfest we got tonight. Bowie's on top 10-8. It's 9-1-2 to bat, and the top of the order has really done the damage tonight for Bowie. Rhodes, though batting, has had a good night as well. As Mejia, who faced two batters, got 2 outs, delivers. And the first pitch is, I believe, a called strike. They called it a ball. Check that. It was down and away. Count 1 ball and no strikes. Mejia's ready. He throws. And a fastball misses down low for ball 2. Rhodes singled and scored in the second inning on Connor Norby's sac fly to right. He's also walked in the game. That was a big walk with 2 down. Pitch. And it's up high. Ball 3. But Bowie's doing what they do, right? They just get a ton of base runners. And they have scored in all but 1 inning tonight. And here we are in the 7th inning. The 3-0 to Rhodes. And it's in there at the knees. A fastball at 95 miles an hour. On the outside part of the plate, count 3-1. A Bowie win and an Erie loss would put the Baysox in first place in the division. Pitch and a breaking ball bending down low, ball 4. Rhodes has worked his second walk of the night. And Colton Kauser is 3 for 4 this evening. Will come to the plate. He's hit 2 balls to left and then 1 to center for his hits. In fact, he flied out to left as well. So he's really taking the ball the other way. And they're trying to bust him in. As now, all of a sudden, Altoona is getting a righty up and loose. Tanaj Thompson, traded for from the Cleveland Indians, or now Guardians organization. And Tanaj Thomas, I should say, is up and throwing in the pen. Drew Bennett's out to talk it over with Mejia here. Well, got the final 2 outs of the 6th inning. He retired both men faced. It's a 10-8 ball game. Bowie leads it here in the 7th. Hard to believe it's 10-8 in the 7th. No one scored more than 3 runs in an inning. We just haven't seen too many easy innings tonight. Been a tough night to be a pitcher. Well, Kauser will stand in. Now they've been trying to bust him in. As here's the pitch. And it's off the outside, ball 1. Infield a double play depth here. Norby's got 2 homers and 4 driven in. He's on deck, so it has been these two. What a duo Cowser and Norby have been at the top of the Baysox order for this second half of the year. 1-0 coming, and it misses away. Ball 2. It was a 5-pitch walk that allowed Rhodes first, and out 2 in a row out of the zone here. Those 6 of 7 have missed the plate for Mejia to begin this 7th inning. He throws, swinging a line drive. It's another Cowser base hit. Rhodes will turn second for third, and the throw's into second. It skids to the infield. Cowser's going for second now, and he's there. So it's going to be an error on the throw. On the 4th hit of the night off the bat of Colton Cowser, another opposite field single. And the air on Macias, the left fielder, on the throw back into the infield. It went rolling through the infield, and a great job. The first baseman, Shackleford, had to gather it in. And a heads-up play. Shackleford made a sliding play to keep it from rolling into foul ground and keeping Rhodes from scoring, but Cowser was able to get second. And that's going to do it. It looks like for Mejia, they're going to take him out. Runners at second and third. And there is only, there's nobody out. And Norby will bat against the new reliever in Thomas when we return on the Baysox Baseball Network.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox. Open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Now the Baysox continue to have their foot firmly planted on the gas pedal tonight as Bowie leads 10-8. Altuna's not going away, but the Baysox, a big chance to extend upon that lead here. After Colton Cowser's 4th hit of the night, 3 of them to left field for the left-handed batter. And runners are at second and third, nobody out. Here is Connor Norby, who has homered twice and driven home 4 runs in the game. And he'll face the new pitcher, Tanaj Thomas. 4-4 with a 3.07 ERA in 32 outings. Hard-throwing right-hander from Freeport of the Bahamas. As he sets tall, lean righty throwing, and he misses with a fastball up and inside. Ball 1. Baysox have a ball player from the Bahamas as well originally. That being Adam Hall, who was born in the Bahamas but grew up in Canada. 1-0 coming. Norby swings and lifts a fly ball well hit to right. Scott back on it. He'll have a play. He'll make the catch at the edge of the warning track. And tagging to score Rhodes up to third. Cowser. It's a 5 RBI night for Connor Norby. And the Baysox have an 11-8 lead. That's what you want to do there. A deep fly ball out, his second sac fly of the game. And Bowie gets a big insurance run. And now Altoona will bring the infield in. 11-8 our score. Runner at third, 1 down. As Thomas is ready to go. And here's the pitch to Ortiz, and a breaking ball strike. It started up and in, and it cut down right over the plate, and the count 0-1. The next one. And a fastball, called for a strike. That had the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Bowie wins and Erie loses. Then the Baysox will be in first place in the Southwest Division. The 1-2 coming. Swing and a pop-up on the infield. Up the first base line, coming in halfway between the first base bag and the plate. Shackleford will make the catch. And in a game that's had so many runs, that's a big, big out. As now the infield can back up. Our runners at third, 2 down. And Cesar Prieto can come to the plate. Folks, we got good news. Harrisburg has won for a second straight night at home against Erie. So the Baysox win. They'll have a 1-game lead in the division. 5-2 the final there. Here's the pitch. And it's in there on the outside corner for strike 1 here to the left-handed hitting Prieto. The other game we're watching is Akron. They are taking on Richmond, and Akron's winning in the 9th, 5-2. They're 4 games back as a swing and a miss through a fastball on the outside. Right on the edge of the plate, count 0-2. A run is in, a runner at third, 2 down, 11-8 Bowie. Bottom of the 7th inning. Prieto looking for his first hit of the night as Thomas delivers. And a breaking ball. Did Sable hang on to it? He did not. It was fouled right off the edging of his mitt, and he looked like a juggler who needed a new day job tomorrow. As it just precipitously trickled out of his grasp and rolled down to the ground. Down 0-2. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball chopped the other way. Tough backhanding play. Beautifully done, Triolo. And he throws out Prieto. That was an outstanding defensive play on a tough chopper that Triolo had to pick on the short backhand side while they get the out of the innings over. Bowie does get a big insurance run. And we're on to the 8th. 11-8, the Baysox lead it. Denoyer back for his 3rd inning of work when we return on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
To the 8th inning we go, in a wild one for Bowie. The Baysox have a chance to put their nose in front of the Southwest Division race. 21 more games to play after tonight in the regular season. Bowie 11, Altoona 8, and here with the call of this 8th inning is Matt Sabates.
Noah Denoyer back to work for Bowie. Thank you so much, Adam, as he fires the first pitch to Aaron Shackleford. It misses a bit outside. 1-0 to open it up. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the Altoona lineup with Shackleford, then Andres Alvarez and Connor Scott. Next pitch. It misses just down, and the count goes to 2-0. Well, it was the 3-run home run that's been rearing its head over the course of this series, it feels like. Of the 4 home runs that Altoona has hit to comprise pretty much all of their last few runs, 3 of them have been the 3-run variety. Next pitch to Shackleford misses well outside a fastball, 3-0 to open. As Denoyer continues to work on 35 pitches so far, the 3-0 is wide. A 4-pitch walk to open the inning. Not a pretty start, and the walks burned Cade Povich in his start. 5 innings, he walked 2 batters and both scored on a pair of home runs. Had one in the 4th inning, a 3-run blast by Shackleford, and then a 2-run blast by Andy Rodriguez in the 5th. So a leadoff walk here leads to Andres Alvarez, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Alvarez popped out to the shortstop in the 4th inning. He flew out to right field his last time up. First pitch in, and the pitch misses down. It's 1-0 to start. But Denoyer was dealing with a little bit of elbow discomfort from what we understand that sidelined him for just a little bit over a month before making a rehab appearance in the FCL and then with High A Aberdeen. Didn't have the cleanest of outings with Aberdeen as the 1-0 pitch is a curveball called for strike on the bottom edge. It's 1-1. But those Astros affiliates can hammer you at times, and Denoyer allowed 5 hits in just 3 innings. Allowed 4 runs total, but still struck out 6 and didn't walk a batter. The 1-1 here is swung on and missed, down and away, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. And at this point, Denoyer does have a 3-run cushion to work with. But again, those 3-run home runs have been so dastardly against Bowie just in the last 48, not even 48 hours, 24 hours, less than that. We've seen plenty. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Slider down and away. Ate up a little bit of dirt, but with first base occupied, Alvarez can't go anywhere. That is already the 5th strikeout for Noah Denoyer and the 12th overall for Baysox pitching. Great run today. Now here's Connor Scott, who has comprised 3 of the strikeouts himself. He got caught looking in the 2nd inning. He struck out in the 4th and in the 6th. Righty on lefty as Denoyer delivers the first, and Scott squares, but the pitch is in the dirt. He got back on it in time as that low sinker starts it out at 1-0. An incredible day up in Bridgewater as Somerset and New Hampshire battle. Matt Sauer, a pitcher that gave Bowie a little bit of trouble earlier, picked apart the Fisher Cats. As the 1-0 to Scott here, misses high and gets off of the catcher's glove. Goes back to the screen.
Wild pitch.
That'll be a wild pitch, the 2nd already today by Denoyer. Puts a runner into scoring position and sets the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Sauer struck out 17 batters for Somerset today. Did not allow a run until the 6th inning. But the offense hasn't given him much to work with. Somerset only leads 2-1 in the 9th in that contest. As Bowie leads 11-8 here, the 2-0, another square. This time a called strike. As that fastball got inside, Scott pulled back, and it set the count to 2-1. A final up at Canal Park in Akron. The Rubber Ducks able to take down Richmond 5-2. That does not help Bowie too much, but if they can hold on to this current lead, then they're not too worried. As the next is swung on and missed. From behind, 2 balls and no strikes. Denoyer has run it even at 2. And then the other main score that Bowie keeps their eye on is that of Erie, and they've just gone final up in Harrisburg. The Senators pick up their 2nd consecutive win. 5-2 over the Seawolves. As the 2-2 pitch is outside, a check, sets it full. Denoyer has pitched well with runners in scoring position for Bowie this season. Opponents at just a 158 clip. They've got a decent shift on here for the left-hander Scott, but with a runner at 2nd and only 1 out. 3-2, popped up, foul. 3rd base side, it gets out of play. Count stays. Well, the pace of this game, just the feel as it has almost slugged, matches that heavy mist and that hard air that has just sat on us since that pop-up shower, more of a storm, that came through around 5 o'clock. Another 3-2 to Scott. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Breaking ball down for Denoyer. He's up to 6 strikeouts. 13 overall for Baysox pitching. And now with 2 outs, here's Fabricio Macias.
32,
It's a 1-for-3 day for Macias. A single and a run scored in the 7th inning. He struck out in the 4th, flew out to center field in the 2nd. First pitch into him is fouled off to the right side. It's 0-1. Bowie does get some additional help warming in their bullpen as Connor Loprich warms. Right-hander will have a save opportunity unless Bowie maybe gets a couple of more runs on the board in the bottom of the 8th inning. All depends. As Denoyer sets at the waist, fires the 0-1 to Macias, and it's a breaking ball called for strike, just a little bit above the letters. Call it close, but call it for Denoyer. It's 0-2. In the bottom of the 8th, Bowie will have Haskin, Mayo, and Welk to bat. As Denoyer looks for his 7th strikeout, the 0-2. Popped him up, foul, right side and out of play. Count stays. That was the 50th pitch for Denoyer, and again, as he's coming back from that brief injury stint, the most he threw out of his 2 rehab appearances was only 53. So I imagine they don't want to stretch him too much, but he had gotten as high as 80 with Bowie at one point. When he was on a brief starting role, he threw 81 against Richmond in 5 innings back in July. Here's another 0-2 to Macias. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Denoyer, 7 strikeouts over 3 innings of relief. Strands a runner at second and sends us to the bottom of the 8th. Bowie leads 11-8. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to baysox.com.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Well, it's a fun day at Prince George's Stadium tomorrow as the Baysox look on to the weekend with Altoona. The Grateful Dead Night. T-shirt packages have just closed, but still plenty of time to get out to the ballpark with a Grateful Dead cover band and themed fireworks as well. So get your tickets at baysox.com. As we move to the bottom of the 8th at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie leads 11-8. Tanaj Thomas back to work, his first full inning of relief, and he fires a pitch down and away, fastball to Hudson Haskin, starting us out at 1-0. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in the Bowie lineup. Haskin, Mayo, Welk to bat. It's a 2-for-4 day for Hudson. He doubled and scored his last time up. As they play him mostly straight up on the infield, the 1-0 pitch. Haskin pulls back inside as a fastball skims too far in at 95. 2 balls and no strikes. Thomas retired all 3 batters he needed to face in the 7th inning. after Emmanuel Mejia took on the 7th and didn't record an out against the first 2. The 2-0 to Haskin, misses high. Fastball at 97 really looked like it could have hit the letters, though. Haskin gets away with it to set it at 3-0. Thomas snaps his glove up to the chin as he sets and fires the 3-0. It's called a strike. Nabs the lower outside corner, and it's 3-1. But Mejia was only able to go 2/3 of an inning, allowed a run. As the 3-1 pitch is called a strike. Nice fastball. Eventually came right down Broadway after a little bit of run. And it sets full now on Haskin after he started ahead, 3 balls and no strikes. Pitch in from Thomas. A reach and a low slider, and it's poked out towards center field. Second baseman Nick Gonzalez will camp under it and make the catch. Haskin really had to go a long way down to get that one.
Third baseman, Cody Mayo.
Now here's Kobe Mayo. Mayo on a 1-for-3 day. First pitch to him is called a strike. Slider to the outside corner. It's 0-1. 4 in a row retired by Thomas out of the gate. Of course, allowed the inherited run to score on the sacrifice fly by Connor Norby. The 0-1 pitch, and Mayo watches another breaking ball called for strike on the outer edge. 0-2. Connor Lopridge still loosening for Bowie in the bullpen, so he'll take the top of the 9th to try and earn a save. But Bowie could make it a non-save situation if they get at least one more run. The 0-2 pitch. Down and away. Fastball misses to set it at a ball on 2 strikes. Mayo had the 2 RBI double in the 6th inning that knocked Bear Bellamy out of the game. Well, I was thinking to myself when Bellamy had come in, too, he's going to have a tough time in this series as the 1-2 pitch is bounced foul, third base side. Count stays. Bellamy has been so homer-prone this season, he leads the Altoona bullpen in home runs allowed. And the first batter he faced took him deep, Connor Norby, with that solo shot to center. It was the 13th that Bellamy had given up this year. Another 1-2 pitch to Mayo is swung on and missed for strike 3. Went chasing on a changeup outside. First strikeout for Tanaj Thomas today. Just the 6th overall for Altoona pitching. 3 of them have actually come against Mayo, but 2 gone here in the 8th. Thomas has retired all 5 batters he's faced. Here's Toby Welk. First pitch to him misses wide. Changeup starts the count out at 1-0. Thomas has a lot under his belt this season. 32 appearances, second most out of the bullpen for Altoona, as the next is swung on and missed down. Ball and a strike here on Welk. Coming off of 2 appearances in the Harrisburg series that both went well. Combined 3 2/3 innings, scoreless. Struck out 3, walked 1. Welk swings and misses on the 1-1 pitch here, down and away, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. 11-8, Bowie leads in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3 outs away from picking up their 2nd consecutive win. Connor Lopridge will try for the save as the 1-2 pitch comes in, and Welk watches down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And again, it'll be a dually important win now for Bowie, as the final did come through from Harrisburg earlier in this inning. Erie falls for the 2nd consecutive night. Bowie has a chance to move into sole possession of first place. The 2-2, late swing and a foul. Changeup did eventually come right down Broadway, but Welk with that late hack on it couldn't get a barrel. Count stays even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thomas has been with Altoona all season, as the 2-2 pitch is down and away, and it runs full. He spent all of last season with IA Greensboro. Pittsburgh has been doing something similar to what Baltimore has been doing now in kind of promoting their coaching staffs as units in some of the same ways that the players get promoted from high A to double A to double A to triple A. Kyron Madison was the manager at high A last year. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Thomas comes out of the bullpen and retires 6 consecutive batters, ends it with 2 strikeouts. But as we go to the top of the 9th, Bowie has a 3-run lead to Nurse. A chance for their 2nd consecutive win. 11-8 Baysox. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
There's plenty going on at the ballpark on Saturday, August 27th. Bowie will be hosting a special tribute to Negro League Baseball, as well as an exhibit presented by the Josh Gibson Foundation with special artifacts from the Hall of Famer's career, as well as the Baysox huge Touch a Truck event featuring dozens of construction, excavation, emergency vehicles, and trucks for all fans to enjoy and interact with exhibits as well. It begins at 4:30 and is going to run till 6:30 ahead of the 6:35 game. It's all presented by Miss Utility and comes your way on a busy Saturday, August 27th, so get your tickets at baysox.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Well, it's always nice to have you along for the broadcast. And boy, has tonight been an interesting night to say the least. At least Bowie's ahead as they lead 11-8, a game that has seen a combined 6 home runs, 3 for each side. Bowie leads 11-8 with a chance to move into sole possession of first place. As the Baysox make a pitching change, they bring out Connor Lopridge to try and log a save in this 3-run game. Noah Denoyer is done for the day. 3 innings for Denoyer. He allowed 3 hits and 3 runs all earned. Struck out 7 batters in relief. Walked only 1 and allowed a home run. As Lopridge takes over, he'll face off against 9-1-2 in the Altoona lineup, starting with Matt Frazier. Frazier is 0 for 3 in the day, 2 flyouts to left field. He also grounded out to second base. After him, it'll be Jared Triolo and Nick Gonzalez. First pitch in, and it misses down and inside, 1-0 to open. Connor Lopridge, a 6'3", 215-pound right-hander, traded over from Pittsburgh in 2020 for cash considerations. On the season for Bowie, he's made 25 appearances. The 1-0 pitch is a curveball called for strike on the outside edge. It's 1-1. A 1-1 record for Lopridge, a 4.82 ERA, 61 2/3 innings for him with 63 strikeouts and 25 walks. The 1-1 pitch misses inside, skims a little bit, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. 10 home runs allowed for Lopridge this season, and he is coming off of an appearance in Somerset that saw him allow 2 runs on 5 hits in 2 innings. He struck out 4. As the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed down. Set the count even at 2 on a great curveball. But that was the first appearance that Lopridge had allowed more than 1 run in any capacity since June. Earlier this homestand. That's the kind of run that he's been on. As the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Breaking ball lands softly on home plate, so Cody Roberts has to pick it up and send to first. Gets it there in time, and Lopridge starts his day with a strikeout. That's 15 strikeouts for the Baysox pitching staff this evening.
First baseman, Jared Triolo.
Literal definition of feast or famine when you strike out 15 batters but allow 8 runs on 7 hits with all the home runs allowed. But still, Lopridge's run has been the best of the season of Baysox relievers as the first pitch to Jared Triolo is fouled off right side. It's 0-1. Even when you factor in his 2 runs allowed on Sunday against Somerset, since the start of June, Lopridge has 17 appearances and a 1.80 ERA. The 0-1 pitch, check swing on a slider called for strike on the lower outside corner. Quickly, 0-2. It's a 1-for-4 day for Triolo. He singled and scored in the 7th inning. Bowie leading 11-8 here in the top of the 9th inning, trying to win their 2nd consecutive game. Mild shift on for the righty, and the 0-2 pitch Breaking ball, down and away with a check swing. Triolo held off. Sets the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Lowbridge's strikeout to walk ratio in this span has been phenomenal as well. 41 strikeouts against 14 walks. And remember, of the 10 home runs he's allowed, 8 of them were just in those first 2 months of the season. Since the start of June, he's only allowed 2. That's why you can't take the full pitching line at face value. The 1-2. Check swing, high fastball, he pulled off. More of a flinch. Sets it even at 2 as Lowbridge just missed. Altoona does not have a base hit since Nick Gonzalez's 3-run home run that made it 10-8. But we got an insurance run, and now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and just a piece. It's off of the catcher. Might have gotten the chest protector there of Cody Roberts. As the count stays even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, a very calm night here at Prince George's Stadium. Fortunately, the rain passed us by just before first pitch, and another 2-2 here is swung on and missed for strike 3. That was a Perkins-esque slider from Connor Lowbridge to bring out a little bit of Shelton. That one had 2 whole feet of horizontal break to the other side. Pretty much swept across the entire plate, and Triolo was caught swinging. 16 strikeouts for Baysox pitching, and now here's Nick Gonzalez. First pitch, and he muscles it out toward right field. This could end the game. Rhodes backs up, he camps, and makes the catch. The Bowie Baysox are winners once again. Connor Lowbridge, a perfect 9th inning for the save, and Bowie is back on top of the Southwest Division. An 11-8 win over the Altoona Curve. Lots to talk about on what was a wild game here at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie had a 5-0 lead, lost the entire lead, rebuilt it to 10-5, had only a 2-run lead late, and eventually won by 3. My goodness, that was a lot. We've got plenty to discuss, though, with Baysox postgame, so stick around. We've got more coming your way. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
It's now time for the Bowie Baysox post-game show. Let's head back to the ballpark with Matt Savanas.
Well, that was a busy win, to put it maybe in simple terms for the Bowie Baysox this evening, but a win. That's all that matters at the end of the day. The column has a W in it. As we get rolling with Baysox postgame here from Prince George's Stadium, Matt Sabatis with you from the ballpark in Bowie, following an 11-8 victory for the Baysox over the Altoona Curve. We've got a lot to discuss recapping this game. Then a look around the Eastern League, check in on some of the other teams in the EL, and then the Orioles organization as a whole. Of course, a big win for Bowie will help them out in the Southwest Division standings at the end of the night. But first, we've got to recap this one. So that means we're going all the way back in time time to the faraway land of 6:40 p.m. when the first pitch came home from Cade Povich to Jared Triolo. There was a bit of rain in the area that hampered the start time, not by too much. It was only 5 minutes late, so you couldn't even really call it a delay, but there was definitely a bit of a slight hold as they wanted to get a little fresh dirt in the warning track around the bullpens to make sure that everything was just going to be as safe as possible. But they got it going, and Cade Povich was able to spin a perfect first inning with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And in the bottom of the first, against Aaron Shortridge, Colton Cowser led off with a single, and Connor Norby instantly gave Bowie the lead. Now the 0-2 pitch to Norby, and he belts it out toward right center field. This one going a long way. Frazier's at the warning track. He's at the wall, and it's gone. Connor Norby says goodbye. His 10th AA home run is a 2-run shot in the first. 2 batters in, 2-0 Bowie. Bowie would add on to that a little bit later, but after Cade Povich had to work around 2 early base runners in the second inning by striking out a pair and getting a quick pop out, Bowie got him back in the bottom of the second. John Rhodes and Colton Cowser each collected base hits with only 1 out, and Connor Norby, second at-bat, or second plate appearance rather, in his second inning, got in a third run. As the 2-2 to Norby is lifted out toward deep right field. Scott angling back. He'll have a play on it, but this should score the run. Scott makes the catch. Rhodes tags and scores. Cowser goes to third, and it's 3-0 Bowie. So already 2 innings in, and Norby with 3 RBI as the Baysox were building a lead. Cade Povich with a perfect third inning, and in the bottom of the third, the Baysox got it going again with 2 quick outs from Aaron Shortridge. He looked like he was finally settling, but that just wasn't meant to be. A double and 2 walks loaded the bases for Colton Cowser to really push Bowie ahead.
And here's the pitch. Swinging a liner towards center. It's shallow. In at it, Frazier. It's down, a base hit. 1 run is home. Turning third and scoring is Roberts. And the Baysox have a 5-0 lead. And Cowser's got 3 more hits on the night.
There were a couple of different high-quality performances that you could take away from today's game. Connor Norby and Colton Cowser were definitely the headliners of it, because we're still not going to hear the rest of Colton Cowser on this one. But it was 5-0 Bowie, and it seemed as if that would be more than enough for them to cruise to an easy victory. But as it became, that wasn't the case. Altoona started to chip away. It started in the top of the 4th inning when Endy Rodriguez led off with a walk. Blake Sable singled, and Aaron Shackleford, he took Cade Povich deep.
Fly ball out to center. Pitch. Curveball drilled to right. Way back and heading out of here. And just like that, the Curve are back in this ball game. Shackleford was ready for that off-speed pitch. It was right down the middle, and he crushed it.
So a 3-run blast for Aaron Shackleford made it a 2-run game. And while Bowie went down in order in the 4th against reliever Jeffrey Passantino, Altoona got back to work in the 5th. After 2 outs from Cade Povich, he walked Nick Gonzalez. The walks have been instantly burning Bowie the last couple of days. It seemed that just about everyone that has gotten on base from that free pass has come home to score one way or the other. And it happened again here when Endy Rodriguez tied the game. The earlier rains that fell before first pitch. Another 1-2 pitch is a curveball belted out to deep left field. Haskins running back. He's still going, looking for the wall, feeling he hops, and it's gone. Game-tying 2-run home run for Endy Rodriguez. Bowie led 5-0, and it's 5-5. So a 5-0 lead instantly vaporized on just 2 particular swings, and the Baysox had to get their offense going again after Passantino had retired all 4 batters out of the pen. He opened the bottom of the 5th, Passantino, with a strikeout, but then Toby Welk ended that streak with a single to right field. Cody Roberts, he put Bowie back ahead for good. Here's the next. This one a hammer. Out toward deep center field. Frazier's running back. He's at the warning track and the wall. There it goes. Cody Roberts says goodbye. A go-ahead 2-run home run for his 7th of the season. And Bowie's back on top. It's 7-5. So a 2-run edge for Bowie as they were able to lean on to Noah Denoyer in the 6th inning, coming in on a piggyback. He retired the side in order in the 6th. Bottom of the 6th, with a new pitcher on, Bear Bellamy. He leads Altoona in home runs allowed with 12 out of the bullpen. Putting him in at this ballpark was not a particularly good idea. Connor Norby instantly showed him why.
Norby, Ortiz, and Prieto batting. There's a lifted fly, well hit right center. On the run back, Frazier still going, looking up. And Norby, has he done it again? Yes, sir! He's hit his second home run of the ball game. It's a solo shot out to right center. And it's an 8-5 Baysox lead here in the 6th.
So while Bowie had seen their 5-run lead instantly lost, they got a 3-run lead right back. And then 4 batters later, Kobe Mayo collected a 2 RBI double to rebuild that lead all the way up to 5. But in a funny little bit of symmetry, in the 7th inning, Altoona would get another 3-run home run. This one off of the bat of Nick Gonzalez, bringing it back down to a 2-run lead. Fortunately, Bowie would get a sacrifice fly by Norby in the bottom of the 7th, capping a 5 RBI day for the designated hitter to give Bowie the 11-8 edge. And after that, well, both sides really quieted down. In the 8th and 9th, nobody got a hit. Noah Denoyer was able to finish his day with 7 strikeouts. Bowie went down in order in the 8th, and Connor Loprich came on, struck out the first 2 batters, and got a quick finish for his 5th save. 16 strikeouts for Baysox pitching, and now here's Nick Gonzalez. First pitch, and he muscles it out toward right field. This could end the game. Rhodes backs up, he camps, and makes the catch. The Bowie Baysox are winners once again. Connor Loprich, a perfect 9th inning for the save, and Bowie is back on top of the Southwest Division. An 11-8 win over the Altoona Curve. So your final box score, Altoona scores 8 runs on 7 hits with 1 error. They left on 3. Bowie scores 11 runs on 14 hits with 1 error. They left on 8. Again, Bowie is always capable of so much more, it seems, at the end of the day. Cade Povich picks up the win. It's his first in Double-A. He moves to 1-0. Jeffrey Pasentino takes the loss. He falls to 2-2. Connor Loprich the save. It's his 5th in 2022. Game was played in 2 hours and 51 minutes in front of a paid attendance at Prince George's Stadium of 1,587. With the loss, Altoona falls to 558-58 on the year, a 2-game losing streak, as they're now 29-31 on the road. With the win, Bowie moves 1 game under 500, 58-59, a 2-game winning streak. The Baysox are 33-27 when playing at home. Bowie moves to 31-17 on the season in the second half, to be specific, while Altoona falls to 25-22. And Adam, I've already spoiled it a couple of times before we even start our scoreboard segment. Bowie is fortunate to have an Erie Seawolves loss. They're back in first place, but there were, well, a win is nice. A win is very nice. There was an opportunity to make this just an outright demolition, and I feel like Bowie needs to make sure that they don't get complacent after a win like this. There's still more to do.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing is 2 teams that have an incredible lineup, and it has been offensive fireworks for the first 3 days of this series. And frankly, for Altoona, they got to be shaking their heads. You score 8 runs, and you lose a ball game tonight. For the Baysox, we're about to see Bowie go into what appears to be their biggest series of the year in Erie next week. And the worry was the Baysox were facing a really good Altoona team this week. And although Erie was on the road, they were facing a struggling Harrisburg team. Harrisburg has taken the first two of the first 3 of that series. And now the Baysox, for the first time in a long time, this were a horse race, Bowie's got their nose ahead. They got a 1-game lead with 21 to play. I do think it is important that the Baysox take a lead in the division race going on the road to Erie. Whether it's a game or 2, it would be big. And, tonight, obviously you would have loved Povich to not give up the 2 homers, but congrats to him getting his first Double-A win. He's had an outstanding season overall, and altogether the Baysox, their offense is just at a different level right now. Norby and Kauser are a 1-2 punch that is really unlike any other.
And this is a number that I've just kind of been holding on to too. I'm surprised I didn't even bring it up this season or this game. In the second half, Joey Ortiz is still kind of flying under the radar for this. He has more hits total in the second half, then Norby Orkhauser do.
Sure,
So it's
sure.
it's a 1-2-3 punch. You get them with that front jab, then that right hook, and then when they're already dizzy, Ortiz will just knock them down with a single up the middle or maybe a 2-run home run. Who cares? Bowie's great. That's
and
what's
Ortiz
fun.
might be the best defensive player in the league. I mean, so there's just so much going for this Baysox team, and we'll just see. I mean, it's hard to go out and score 7, 11, score this amount of runs every evening, but it just seems like this Baysox team can do it.
A lot to talk about as we continue with Baysox postgame, and we'll break right now first. When we get back, though, we already have spoiled it, a little bit of the scoreboard around the Eastern League, but, boy, there's a lot to talk about on the farm, too, so be sure to stick around and hear what Adam has to say about what's going on down in Delmarva, because it's going pretty well. We're back after this. Bowie takes down Altoona 11-8. You're listening to Baysox postgame.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
The Baysox are calling all deadheads to make their way out to Prince George's Stadium on Friday, August 26th for Grateful Dead Night. With special themes and music all night throughout the game, it'll culminate in a Grateful Dead-themed fireworks show to cap the evening. Fans who purchase a special package ticket will receive a limited edition Baysox Grateful Dead t-shirt collaboration and a ticket to the game, so be sure to get there. Friday, August 26th, it's Grateful Dead Night at the ballpark. Find out more at baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Back one final time here to Prince George's Stadium as we continue with Baysox postgame. Matt Sabatas and Adam Pohl alongside. Following an 11-8 win for Bowie over the Altoona Curve, their second consecutive win puts them into a series lead, 2-1, and at the moment they do have a lead in the homestand. Bowie would really like to secure a winning homestand, 5 wins against 4 losses at the moment. But as we focus on the rest of the Eastern League right now, we do have pretty much every other final to tell you about. Doesn't look like anyone else is still in action. Bowie and Altoona did go a little bit late at 2 hours and 51 minutes. Side note, how awesome is it that 2 hours and 51 minutes is a little bit late? But as we get rolling through some of these scores, Binghamton took down Reading 7-3 today. A 4-run sixth was most of the damage there for Binghamton after they had been walked off last night. Oh, I just missed. Somerset and New Hampshire extended into the 10th inning. New Hampshire tied the game at 2 at the top of the 9th, and they rallied for 2 runs in the 10th, so they're 2 outs away from maybe shocking the Patriots on that one. Matt Sauer, the hot prospect for Somerset that really picked apart Bowie batters when they faced off against him. What did Sauer do when the Baysox were dealing with Somerset last week? I know he put together a good day. Yeah, 11 strikeouts. That was nothing compared to today. Sauer struck out 17 New Hampshire Fisher Cats over the course of 7 innings. He would have been in line for the win, but of course, this one's gone to the 10th, so you know how that ended up. New Hampshire has a chance to maybe win that game. Portland shuts out Hartford for the second consecutive night, I believe. 9-0 the final there. Trevor Story on a rehab assignment from Boston picked up a double and a 2-run home run. It was his first with the AA club there. Akron takes down Richmond 5-2. They put on 3 runs in the first, and that was pretty much the end of the day. And then the story that, of course, matters most to Bowie, Erie and Harrisburg. The Senators put on 2 runs in the first and then 3 runs in the 6th to take down Erie 5-2. So as the Seawolves fall to 30-18 in the second half and Bowie increases to 31-17, the Baysox are back in sole possession of first place. Akron stays in pace with Bowie as the Rubber Ducks are now 27-21. They are 4 games out of first place, still in 3rd overall. Altoona, with the loss, of course, today, loses a full game on Bowie. They are now 5.5 games out of first and 1.5 games out of 3rd. So still a lot of up in the air for Bowie right now, but it's nice to just be in sole possession of first place overall. But beside all of that, there's been a lot more fun going on the farm today, Adam.
I don't know. We had a lot of fun here tonight. I think the Baysox game may have had more runs than all the other Oriole games combined. Now, in the major leagues, Baltimore is trailing in the 9th inning to the White Sox in the rubber match of their 3-game series, 3-2. Anthony Santander hit a 2-run homer in the first inning, but the Orioles have not been able to get anything more against Chicago. They got a tough road trip upcoming too, as they will go to both Houston and Cleveland following tonight's ball game. The big story on the farm today, though, is that first overall selection, 18-year-old Jackson Holliday is making his Class A debut, and just moments ago he hit a ground rule double. One hopping over the center field wall. He's 1 for 3 with 2 driven in. Delmarva, in a game that was delayed due to rain, is now in front 3-2, and they are in the top of the 7th inning in that one. Carter Young, the second baseman as well, who just made his debut recently last night, I believe, 2 for 3 with a walk in the game. He is the Orioles' 17th round pick this year. Other scores in the minors tonight. Norfolk looks like they're going to fall. They're down 5-1 in Jacksonville in the top of the 9th. And one other score, Aberdeen loses at home. Wilmington wins 3-1, the Nationals affiliate getting the W.
As always, the score we care about most on this production is that of Bowie's, and it was another fun one today. A total of 6 home runs hit this evening, but fortunately, Bowie got the big ones at the best times. Bowie over Altoona, 11-8 tonight as we wrap up the broadcast and get you set up for tomorrow. It'll be Game 4 of the set, with the Baysox trying to win their 3rd consecutive. Right-hander Justin Armbruster will go for Bowie, 4-0 record with a 3.74 ERA, while the righty Luis Ortiz will go for Altoona, 5-8 mark with a 4.69 ERA. 7:05 first pitch tomorrow, which means a DCA Imaging Systems pregame show of 6:45. That's going to do it for us from Prince George's Stadium. For Adam Pohl, I'm Matt Sabata saying thank you so much for stopping by tonight as Bowie takes down Altoona 11-8. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. We hope you enjoyed today's game, and join us next time for another exciting broadcast coming up soon. This has been a presentation of the Bowie Baysox.